Hello everyone, and welcome to Prestige Encounters, the Dungeons & Dragons campaign brought to you by Prestige Gaming Community, and happy February. Today is February 1st of 2023, so fantastic. We have a fantastic session in store for you, but before we get into that, we have a few announcements to get through. First and foremost, a lot of the music you'll be hearing tonight is brought to you by Midnight Syndicate. Midnight Syndicate is a music production group creating goth, horror, and fantasy RPG music that you can be using at your tables at home. They have all their music on Spotify, music videos on YouTube, and you can even ask your Amazon Alexa device to play Midnight Syndicate right now. For more information, go to midnightsyndicate.com or use our command !midnight for more information. Yes, all of our commands are now using the exclamation prefix instead of the question mark, so hooray! Also, we use the soundscapes of Arkenforge. Arkenforge is a comprehensive tool for dungeon masters and game masters to use. You can use it to create your maps. You can use it for ambient sounds, music, and sound effects. The software is typically $35 USD, but if you use the code Prestige at checkout, you can get $5 off your order. So that is really exciting as well. To go to the website, it is !Forge for a direct link, but that is called Arkenforge. Hooray. I just want to go ahead and bring everybody else in because hello everybody else.
Hello.
Hi, Dr. Nick.
Who are you calling everybody else?
So in case the reason why I did this now is because we have these amazing bust portraits of our characters and full body art that you can look at during our mid-session break. However, this artwork was made by the liner by this guy right here, Jeremiah, who is been in our campaign. His artist name is Slimy Rice. Yes, our very own Banksy. So you can commission him in our Discord by using the command !Discord and joining us and contacting him for his very fair pricing. What else? Rogue Energy. Speaking of Jeremiah, what do you got for us?
Rogue Energy, that's what I got for you. It's amazing. It's a beautiful energy drink company, and I got myself a tub of blue raspberry Rogue Energy and this beautiful shaker here, part of the starter stack. And let me tell you, Rogue Energy has improved my life. It has made me energized for everything, you know, for the session, for work, and that's very important that I am energized. But yeah, you can visit the website and then get one of their amazing starter kits or the starter stack like I've purchased, and use our code Prestige at checkout for 10% off of your order. And let me tell you, it's a great choice. You should do it.
Absolutely. And during our mid-session break today, if you entered into our January raffle giveaway for a starter set, a starter kit, we will be drawing that during the mid-session break, so stick around for that to see who won if you were entered. A few of the people here who are moderators in our Discord community, along with some people in chat, were entered, so great. We are doing another giveaway for February that will be announced during our weekly newsletter this coming Monday by our very own West, who is our community manager, and it's going to be great, so make sure that you stick around for that. Speaking of giveaways, you might notice that there is a counter right here in the corner of my camera screen. What this means is that for every 5 natural ones rolled on a d20 that are used in the game, we will give out a set of dice to somebody in the United States, Canada only, or excluding Quebec. So a really cool set of dice will be mailed to you with a congratulatory letter from one of us for every 5 natural ones rolled in the campaign. So we love giving away dice here. It's going to be great. And let's see what else we got. We're also sponsored by Found Familiar Coffee. Found Familiar Coffee is a small business located here in America that creates roasts that are themed after Dungeons & Dragons aspects. So like, you know, they have their Hex blend, they have their regular Knoll, that is their espresso blend, that's what I use, and more. Also Phased Up, that's a really good one I've tried before.
Confirm. Can't confirm.
Yes, it's fantastic. So for more information,
Also, I like their non-caffeinated stuff, things like False Life and Seeming.
Yeah.
And kudos also to the brilliant names.
yes,
The brilliant D&D names.
I love it. Use the command !Coffee for a link and use the code Prestige at checkout for 10% off that order as well. Am I forgetting anything?
We're doing a little giveaway.
Yes, during the mid-session break. Oh, this is the last day that we are partnering with War Thunder. War Thunder is a battle simulator that you can choose to battle as a tank, as a plane, or do naval battles. Use that code, that link there, to download the game onto your PC, and then win 7 battles. But within your first 5 battles, you got to hit an enemy at least once, which is super easy to do. It's just an anti-farming mechanic. You just have to make sure you hit an enemy within your first 5 battles, but win 7 total, and this is the last day to do it. So, Thursday morning, you won't be able to help us out anymore. We only need 3 more people to do it.
If you do it, we will put on more giveaway stuff like dice and so forth.
Yeah.
Dice giveaways.
We want to do like nice giveaways too, like gemstone dice and starter book sets and leather-bound journals.
Fingers, like teeth, like dice with like ashes from dead people. Sorry, I've got a theme tonight.
I can donate some teeth.
They're
not mine.
I mean, Hydro has lots of teeth we can donate.
Anyway, grab your drinks, grab your snacks as we welcome you to our table. And we now begin session 26 of Procedure Counters. And here to tell us what happened last week is our very own Casimir.
Man doesn't even have the stream open. It's right there.
I do have the stream. I was right here. Casimir.
So, personal log of Captain Casimir Gray, a former captain. Very eventful day so far. We completed the last leg of our journey to Yulnabeleg, now under the escort of this group of pirates. Casimir and Aspen received their items from the shopkeeper delivered by a harpy of all things. This shopkeeper's resources are very impressive. Captain Tandu delivered us safely to Velri Ysun, supposedly under the guise of an honorable freedom fighter. Shortly after we arrived, their deception was laid bare as the Seekers were accused of committing acts of terror in Mysteria and were taken into custody. Tandu had turned us in for a reward. What a despicable worm to think I ever believed they were honorable. When brought to prison, we were left to speak with the lieutenant formerly under my command, Sandev. He's memorable only for the terrible name the other soldiers dubbed him, the Sandworm. He'd seemingly profited from leaving my command just before my grave era and seemingly delighted in lording his position over me. Not that I really care. We were left with a curious entity that initially appeared to be a tiefling, calling himself Nephedius. Soon we were pitted against 2 wyverns. One of them was felled by us, the other was instantly destroyed. Amelia, Archmage of the Golden Order, had intervened. She admonished Sandev and then killed him instantly with a word. The little worm had wriggled himself into power he didn't deserve. A small justice to see him feed worms in return. Amelia brought us into another chamber and discussed the nature of our release. She revealed the Seekers' supposed terrorism was a setup by their former employer. I believe they said it was Cased and Flaskmaster. I don't recall, I wasn't there. She also mentioned the Diacogs had been supplying seed weapons for the same orcs that had sacked Summermorn. Disgrace profiting this way. All the misfortune had been following us. Itself had been orchestrated by the same forces that had framed the original Seekers that I'm now with. In the end, the price of our release was that we investigate one of 2 locations for Amelia. The city of Ingeben, near my home of Cielnor, to check on some dwarves, see how they're surviving in such harsh environs, or the ruins of the kingdom of Amandaresk. The party did seem to lean to the former. Still, we chose to hold off on deciding until we find the answers that Aspen and Astra are seeking from Professor Atlanta Listina at the Moon Tower. Our journey's still ahead. We shared a few more words, and then were released into our own devices. Outside, Nephedius reappeared from a lamp in Astra's bag. He's definitely more than he appears, though I don't know what this means. We chose to settle into an inn for the night while we decide on our next course of action. After some talk, Zul brought me into one of the rooms alone. He finally made himself part with the dragon's chest, but after that he confided into me that the amulet in his possession was cursed. He asked for my support should he lose control. Instead, I compelled him to try to pass it to me, which he did willingly. I felt I could bear this burden better. I should be able to part... No, this is mine.
And that is where we left off. So, you all are in this tavern. You have begun to turn in for the night. And you wake up to a bright, cold spring day. You head downstairs where you are served breakfast by the tavern owner. Well, the attendant that was there the night before. It is quiet. Small fire burning at the hearth at the fireplace along the wall. Now, would anyone like some freshly pressed juice to accompany their breakfast this morning?
I would.
Look up
Yes.
with interest.
Wonderful, wonderful. This is all inclusive, of course, with your stay that you have paid for the night. I am so happy to have all of you here. Let's go ahead and get that served. Now, what kind of juice would you like? I have orange.
Maya, mango.
I do have mango, as we do get plenty of shipments from the Caliban Empire. Would anyone be curious to try this golden nectar by chance?
Sure.
Golden nectar? What's that?
Oh, no, nectar.
We
Juice.
have access to a rare flower here, which produces this within its basin, for lack of better words. I am no biologist of plants. However, you're more than welcome.
Mm. Okay, flower juice. Anyone?
I would like to
Yeah.
try some.
Yeah, I'll have some as well, actually. If
What
you go.
flower?
I'll just try some of his. And she'll just kind of point over to Aspen.
Yeah, so the nectar from the flower is very sweet. It also has a bit of a spice to it, where it kind of like warms your, it like coats and warms your throat as you drink it. It would be very good if you had a sore throat for the morning, for example, that sort of thing. And you feel as you drink it, Astra specifically in Aspen, that this would be useful for some medicinal purposes too. Not necessarily for healing, but for comfort. The mango juice is more like it has been blended in some way, chopped very fine, and then kind of soaked with another liquid to get extract the flavor of the mango. There's some pulp there, but you know, overall this is very high quality, and you feel like you have gotten your money's worth with the 31 gold that you spent to stay at this tavern for the night for the 7 of you.
Excuse me.
Yes,
You said this was all inclusive, right?
indeed.
Do you have larger quantities of the flower juice?
If you're wanting to purchase some bulk of the Sundrop flower, you're more than welcome to make a purchase, but limited
I get-
quantities for inclusive.
5 more? Could I get 5 more? Thank you.
Right away.
Hey, Sarkos.
Yeah.
Is coffee a thing
Yeah.
here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take a coffee.
Drink the
Coffee, yes.
To make mine
And
strong, please.
Make that too.
Yeah. See,
Absolutely.
now everyone will drink coffee because
Yes.
Yeah, so
Yes.
coffee was rare in the city of Summermore because it's so far from the coast. But
Yeah.
in a place that directly oversees Caliban Empire, it has colonies in the Caliban Empire. Yeah, they definitely have coffee here in the Elven Kingdom, Elven Empire.
Okay. So, and there is one place where they have elephants, and they will eat the coffee, the bean, and then after that they shit the coffee, and then they make the coffee from that, from the elephant. Yeah, and also they find it when in the wild with ferret or something. The Musan will eat the coffee bean, and then it comes out, and then because it's in the shit, it tastes very good. It's very not bitter. The acid from the stomach has dissolved it. Yeah, well, you clean it first lah, but then you have with water. It's
Which, by
Very
the way,
good.
is 100% a real thing, by the way.
Absolutely,
It's,
yeah. In fact,
Yeah.
it's not just cats; it's different animals sometimes.
Mhm.
yeah.
Anyway,
Problem
Isn't
lah
it
is because
clean?
the empire they like to sell their coffee, so they put all these foxes, musak, everything else inside a wildcat inside a large cage, and then they force feed all the coffee. Very sad.
So sorry. I mean, this is a fantastic fact, but I'm trying to finish my breakfast, and it's
Oh, okay.
horrible. I mean,
Yeah.
it's
No, I only thought I say it because I look at your breakfast and it looks like the anyway.
Can I make my coffee the non-elephant shit type, please? Just regular.
absolutely good, sir. I
Okay.
will have that, and he does serve you all your coffees to your preferences. We don't need to roleplay exactly your coffee orders.
Casimir likes
Can I get
his
a
coffee
venti iced coffee.
Yeah, he likes his
with light
coffee.
cream.
like he likes his
matcha
women.
green tea.
Can I get a
Yeah.
can I get a venti white chocolate macchiato or
Yeah.
Oh man, that really
Um,
brings new meaning to dirty beans, though.
Yeah. Oh my.
Anyway, you guys drink your hot bean juice.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You drink your
Oh.
fruit
by
juice.
the way?
Today we must. So we find we can walk, or we find a carriage or horses. But now we must go to Ferestyl.
Everyone,
do I
I
get the
am ready.
flower juice?
What was that, Astro?
Do I get the flower juice?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
Does anyone have a spare bottle?
I dig around my alchemist supplies and I bring out a little glass vial, like a glass, not like a tiny one, like a beaker.
Got the word rogue written on the side.
I'm going to go ahead and take these flower juices and one by one pour them into this bottle.
Yeah, you get about
Hmm.
one in.
Oh, do you have more?
Yeah, but
Okay.
I think maybe better if we go to the glass store and buy some jars.
would it last longer if you kept it flour?
Can we do like a 5-second shopping expedition and go buy some like glasses, like some jars, mason jars, whatever it is, something that we can use to carry some juice, and also Zul can stock up on his alchemist supplies if he has to.
Yeah,
Why don't you?
I'll
Why
say
don't you
that,
just put
that
it in your?
altogether is
You
going to
say with
cost
the
you
juice.
about, for a couple jars and some.
Yeah.
Are you looking to stock
Like-
up on alchemist supplies?
I think. Well, I already have a set of alchemy supplies. I know I've used some glass vials to start like collecting samples and stuff. I don't know if I've done.
Yeah, we'll say
I've
2
done some
silver.
alchemy in the meantime. 2 silver, cool, done. I will pay 2 silver for the pleasure.
Okay.
And I'll hand Astra a couple of mason jars that hopefully are big enough.
She gets to work.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
think I will also stock up on some because of my poisoner's kit. Would be nice to have some containers for that.
Yeah, the 2 silver will get you about 5 jars each, or vials, whichever you need to convert.
Rad.
Should we?
I would just like to keep the jar.
Should we sell the contents of that chest as O'Kifley, the the gems, jewels.
Shit.
Liquidation.
Could you give it to me?
Maybe. Oh no, I showed to you, and then I take it back because safer. Because I have the bag, all of the bag if I like in here. Yeah, we can sell. Yeah, actually today I feel I want to sell more than before. Before I want to just keep.
Yes.
Hurry,
It's-
we're good.
Also, we have to find a good merchant, someone who wants to buy.
I get the feeling we may be able to do that here.
Yeah. Well, some more. You can use the jewel for magic. I cannot do, but some people also can. Diamonds, ruby, emerald. They can.
Could
can make.
Could I
Yeah.
look at it?
Huh? Yeah.
Could
yeah.
I?
Okay.
Yeah, I'd like
Yeah,
to see it.
I hold up the bag. Oh, you want to look inside? Okay. And I'll reach in and pull out. I think about the box, and then I realize I'm standing in the middle of the street, and
Here.
come closer, and then you look down into the vacuous abyss that is the interior of the bag of holding, and somehow, impossibly, my hand reaches down into that unfathomable void, and I pull out the barest handle of the chest full of jewels, and then I do a little, and I write it so that gravity doesn't pull the jewels down, and I crack it open just a little bit. And then, like, it's that Pulp Fiction moment where there's this golden glow just against our faces. We just kind of look for a moment, like, oh.
Yo, Vincent, are we happy?
So, sale.
I don't know. Maybe we should keep it.
Keep us for safety. Well, so I look around at this place, Velri Ysun. It's a town. Is it a city? Does it seem like a place where we could get a good price for the jewels? Or does it seem like more of a stopover and Ferestyl is the bigger spot to go?
Well, there's a
So
port
anything
city.
that is marked on your map, anything that is a named place on your map is going to be a city, a population of around 15 to 50,000 people, depending on like
Gorgeous.
its thing. There are villages between these places, not so much in the Elven Kingdom. However, for very soon, and you can make a wisdom check just so I can.
Yeah, sure. Coming up. 14?
14. I mean, you know that you just paid 31 gold to stay at a tavern here. You don't know a lot about the Elven Empire, but you can guess that you can get a pretty good price for these gems and these small art pieces that's in this chest.
Okay. Let's start with the art pieces, if we may.
Yeah.
Can we go find some buyers?
The opposite of a shopping episode. We are going
So,
No, we're.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're-
Selling episode.
Pawn Stars.
Yep.
Inside this chest, yeah, there is a gold ring set with some things called bloodstones. That is going to fetch a price about 250 gold. There's also a couple of cloth of gold vestments. There's also black velvet mask stitched with silver thread. There's a few like carved chest pieces from jade. Those are gonna in total about 125 gold, so you're at 375 right now. And the last thing that you have is by itself, it is an anklet that has a number of gemstones on it as well. That's going to total you about 2,500 gold.
Ooh, it's just the anklet on its own?
Yeah. So you're at 2,825 gold for the art pieces alone in that chest.
2,875 if I'm not mistaken.
2,875. Yep.
2,875. Cool. I will take it and put it in party funds. What denominations do I take it in?
For this, we'll just say platinum.
Platinum. I pause before I put it into the party funds bag, and I just look at Casimir, a fleeting look, just to see if there's any moment of resistance, and then I nod with respect if there isn't.
Oh, there's resist.
Oh,
Yeah.
I do need a wisdom saving throw, by the way, Casimir.
Absolutely.
the slightest shake of my head. in
19.
silent disapproval.
Yeah, you're fine with it.
Okay.
It takes a second. He takes a brief breath.
Yeah. Okay.
We need to do this.
Yeah. Smile. And then okay, so 2,375. And is it all in gold pieces? Is any of it in platinum? How's it work?
You can just do it all in platinum. Yeah.
So
Except for the
let's
5
say
gold.
237 platinum and 5 gold.
And nothing there had like suspicious rune markings or anything. It just looked like
No, there's nothing magical.
No.
Yeah.
Zaltor would not have given you anything magical.
I dropped the cool magical thing because it burned me too much.
Okay, which puts this at quite a tidy sum in there. I look down. There is once more a Pulp Fiction glow on my face as I look at the party funds, and then close it up, seal it up in the bag of holding, which I keep very well secured in my folds. There. All right. Okay. Good. So, anything else?
Transportation.
Yeah. I buy some arrows too.
Yeah, you can
Sorry.
just go into the PHB and deduct money for that.
Got it.
Did you want to
Right.
sell any of the gemstones or?
Let's go. Let's start. Yeah. What gemstones do we have here?
All right, so a lot of them are variety. Anything of note, there is about a fist size, not a fist size, that's way too big, but like a decently sized diamond that you can guess to be roughly worth 500 gold. Everything else is going to be odds and ends. The gemstones itself, including the diamond, is going to get you about 4,200 gold. Without the diamond, obviously 3,700 or 370 platinum. And that will remove the chest from your possession.
Okay. Okay. So, maybe we keep this diamond.
One request then. I'd like to buy some heavier armor.
Can? Okay. Can.
So Casimir is going to, if possible, because we have all this money now, buy plate if it's available.
Yeah, this is the monster manual, not the PHB.
Yeah.
I don't know why I was just looking through that.
Ooh. Just double checking, DM. The money that we fetched on the gemstones
So you want a breastplate?
altogether was 370.
Plate mail.
Plate mail, okay.
Yeah, he's going full hardcore. I seem to be
1,500 gold is what you can deduct, unless you want it customized. This is going to be a basic steel
yeah.
plate
The
mail.
only thing
If you want to like anything artisanal, it's going to take time.
it would just need to have gaps for wings.
Yep, that is doable.
Yeah.
1,500 gold you can deduct.
Okay. So from that,
I'm standing there on there, and I look at it, and I'm working with him just in this brief summary of a scene to see if we can find armor that he can fly with that can also protect it. Ordinarily, heavy armor wouldn't do that. Is there any way of customizing it, or is it just way too heavy?
It'd be way too heavy. What you're gonna be looking at is something enchanted. The smith will tell you that there's nothing in this city that is enchanted armor. Like there's no enchanter necessarily present in Velri Ysun. You might find more luck in Ferestyl or Tistalzion.
I'm willing to sacrifice the mobility for the protection in this case. I feel somewhat vulnerable compared to the rest of you.
Right.
Yeah.
So where to next? You mentioned that you might want to look at horses or a cart.
Yeah, let's go check that out now. We'll go check out transport options.
Okay, let me just grab my PHB. I don't know why I didn't get it, so one moment.
Cool.
I'm gonna force him to go through an entire process of finding the perfect horse. The one that I bond with just right.
Oh my god, it's
Yeah.
almost as if every horse you would just absolutely love.
I sure hope so.
All right, so
I will trust Aspen and Astra's opinion of the horse and its care because they will know best.
Let me vibe check it real quick.
Yeah, I want them to be standing by talking to each horse. And that we're gonna check whatever the horse sale person is, we're gonna check their lies. We'll be like, this was not all grain fed.
So you find yourselves a stable, and there is a elvish man kind of like brushing one of the horses. You stop up and you just, oh, welcome. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. I would ask what you're doing here, but there's only really one reason why people come here, and that's, well, two really. Either to stable their horses or to looking to buy some. I don't see that you have any horses, so I'm assuming that you're looking to buy some horses.
Well, he talks a lot. Okay. So yeah, buying horses, or I'll look around. Do I see any obvious places to buy a cart as well, or is it just
He does have carts. He does let you know that in order for it to be a horse that can pull a cart, you are going to need draft horses.
Okay. Just based on what we're all currently encumbered with, a cart doesn't seem all that important to me.
Yeah,
Look
so
around at the
draft horses are generally cheaper than riding horses. Draft horses are 50 gold each. They have a base speed of 40 feet. And they have a carrying capacity of 540 pounds. So there's number one. And then a cart is going to be 15 gold. So you'll need two draft horses, well, one draft horse and one cart, for a total of 65 gold. The cart, of course, can carry more. And then a riding horse is 75 gold each. That has a speed of 60 feet. So while you're sitting here and you're talking to this stable owner, you see, who do I want it to be? Astra. You hear out the corner of your ear this bickering almost. You look to your side and you see an elvish man and woman. They're kind of like arguing over with each other. Jesus, dear, it's too dangerous to go out on the road by ourselves. The cities must be safe, but outside these walls, there's all manner of things that could harm us. He's like, I know, but we need to go and see our family. We don't know how much time she has left.
I'm gonna sneak off a little bit from the party and approach this couple that has no idea that I'm eavesdropping on their conversation.
Okay.
Excuse me, where are you going by chance?
Oh, it's none of your concern, dear. Maybe she can help. We're going to Ferestyl. We have family there. His mother is sick. She's on her deathbed, and we just received word, and we don't know how much time she has left.
I'm very sorry to hear that. I too have family issues in the health area. My group and I are also heading to that same destination. You are welcome to accompany us. Granted, you meet them and they approve of it as well, but I'm sure they will. You seem like fine people.
Well,
And safety in numbers.
he's
We're
gonna
good
insight
fighters.
check you. Okay. Well, we don't have room on our cart for you.
We're getting our own transportation right now. As long as you have your own, we can travel together.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready, you can follow me and I can lead you back to them.
The wife will follow you. He'll stay behind with his horse and carriage.
And I'll lead her back to the group as they're just chatting with this stable master.
Yeah, I'm chatting. Right. Hey, maybe we should look for bounties. There's a notice board. Maybe they can say what is in the forest. Can claim bounty also as we go. Maybe they will know also if there's bandits or monsters. Something we should know about before we go into the Lernwood forest.
Not many bounty boards here. We don't really do a lot of adventuring types through these parts. I'm guessing you all are. But you should be careful in the forest on the road to Ferestyl. There's a few things lurking in there. Nothing specific to mention. Just a couple things that slash open your bellies and eat your innards.
Yeah. Huh. Okay. Monsters, people, both.
Mostly wild animals.
Huh.
Bears.
So very difficult to get from here to Ferestyl.
I wouldn't say very difficult. You know what I'm saying? I would say there's a heightened risk compared to being in the city. Anywhere outside the city is going to be more dangerous due to the all manner of beasts and magical beasts that we have roaming around these parts.
Okay. Do you have anyone here who needs to move something from here to Ferestyl? We can transport because we are going there.
I'm not aware of anything.
Looking around. Shrug. Look down the bag. We have enough. Gosh.
I do have something that we can do on the way. We can protect. What was your name again?
Kaya.
Kaya and her husband.
Okay. They have horses?
They do have a cart, I believe.
Okay. That one can be difficult, but okay, can. So we all count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 horses, riding horses.
Yes.
Yeah. Are you I'm guessing you want saddles on those horses as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
I don't need.
Are you gonna want some saddle bags as well?
Yeah.
All right. So each.
Each.
All right. So, each horse with a saddle, riding horse that is, and a saddle bag, you're looking at 100 gold each.
Oh, sure. Ooh. Okay, Ken. So how many? And I look at all of you. Astra, yes?
I don't believe I need the bag. The saddle is. I'm getting used to. I don't know. Might as well get it. Just in case.
Okay. Let's see. 100 gold, huh? So I reach in for 10 platinum pieces.
All right. So that will be
100. Well, we've got spare saddle and spare saddle bag. If Astra doesn't want hers.
Oh shoot! I can go ahead and throw in a wagon for free at this much. If one of you don't mind, I can do that.
Yes, I can definitely operate the wagon for you. It would probably be better. Riding horse doesn't always take to plate. He's still tightening the straps on his new plate mail.
Yeah. Are there war horses here?
No, those are normally bought out by the armed forces of the Empire.
Okay. Okay.
You do-
So,
Where would they keep those horses?
Well, you're
In the-
most likely to find them in either Stresia or Ferestyl.
Okay.
I wouldn't recommend. We used to slash the throats of thieves who tried to steal our horses in the night, Astra.
Each their own. I would like to start the process of searching for the horse that I bond best with. So
That's what I-
can go through
Do
it.
do you have any recommendations for someone, well, shorter, like myself,
oh, a
riding?
pony.
I
Yes,
do
a
have
nice
a pony.
Would that keep up all right with the other horses?
It's a bit slower than a riding horse, but it definitely will get what you need.
Okay.
You need a smaller horse?
Other
It's
than that,
taller
maybe a step stool.
to get up there than I am.
It's okay. We can help you up, or
He needs
maybe,
a lower stirrup.
Uh,
I
Nazmir,
can't-
maybe you can also help with the wagon.
do you have any children's saddles for Nazmir to use?
No. Hold on, young man.
What's the it's a DM question? What is the speed of the cart that we should consider?
Speed of the cart is going to slow you down a little bit. It's
Yeah.
about going to be about, instead of like
40 feet?
instead of, well, if you're using the like 30 feet is what you're gonna be using for the cart.
Oh, okay. In that case, let's pony it up.
You, you do get the wagon for free. So are you gonna take the wagon or are you gonna leave it behind?
What's
Oh.
the
Take the
wagon
wagon.
is the same, is it? Yeah. Okay. Wagon is 30 feet as well. Is it like kind of creaky
Well,
and slow?
the pony is 40 feet, but like if you guys are bringing a wagon with you, it's gonna slow you down a little bit. But you're able to carry more. That's the trade-off.
Yeah, That's what I thought.
Yeah, that's okay.
Let's go. Okay, Ken.
Yes, I'll just ride in the wagon then with Casimir.
So
I
that
think
will
I
actually
might-
save you some platinum.
I think I might ride in the wagon as well. I'm not a huge fan of the horses. You know, I prefer a nice flat surface where I can just, you know.
So, if you have some nice cushions so that, when Kaidro and Cormac get a little frisky.
Not in the car.
I'll stick with a horse.
So you're
Okay,
only
sure.
paying 800 platinum instead of the, I'm sorry, not 800, 80 platinum
80.
instead of
80
the
platinum.
100.
80 gold instead of 100.
Well, it's 100 gold per person to get
Yeah.
all of
per
your
person.
horse.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah. So it's like 700. Right.
So
gotcha.
50 platinum is what you're spending instead.
Mhm, got it.
All right.
Got 'em. Done.
I look forward to leaving these horses somewhere. We're just
Yeah.
gonna leave a trail.
Yeah. There's already a horse
Now,
waiting for us. Okay.
I do hear that if you go to Moot, hear me right? They even got elephants that you could buy to ride around on.
Mm.
Keep that in mind.
Oh yeah. And then also we can make coffee later. And then mind. Okay, so
Start casting prestidigitation on my
just
clothes
thinking.
and my.
It's quite the callback there, Zukifli. I'm wondering if that was going to come back or not.
Can I cast prestidigitation on my brain to scrub that image out?
okay,
Now,
so yes.
I know you mentioned that since you got a car, I know you mentioned that you are interested in seeing if we need something moved. You are able to buy goods here to sell there and move your own goods and kind of become more of a merchant traveling from place to place. You know.
That worked really well for us in our sea voyage, so let's see if we can be 1 for 2.
So this is something we never really got to do last session, last campaign. But if you so choose, you guys will tell me amount of gold that you want to invest, and then if you are able to transport your goods successfully, you are able to make a profit off of this. This is kind of like what a
Cool.
wagon requires, or any kind of transport vehicle. So if this is something that you want to do, you are able to do. We don't have to role play it out.
Is there like a chart for like, you know, which cities have the most valuable exchange? Like we buy rice here, we sell it in one place, it's worth an extra
the
100.
further you take stuff, the more value you're going to get. It has been mentioned that, you know, coffee is really plentiful here in Velri Ysun, being a coastal city right across the Sea of Maidens from the Caliban
Perfect.
Empire. However,
We'll make it more valuable. We'll take
if
the coffee,
you-
find the elephants.
if you were to, but in places like Summermorn, it's a lot more rare. Same thing can be said about Noxiarium. It's very it's more plentiful in Mysteria, but the further you take it away from Mysteria to sell, it's going to be more valuable. So in the Elven Kingdoms, you're going to find goods that you can buy that come from the Caliban Empire. You can find a number of like fruits, the crops that's manufactured goods, really, since this is more militaristic. If you can sell them between elven cities, get less return, or you can keep them and take them to places like, you know, Belanos, or, you know, any things like that, and get more money for it.
Economics, fascinating. Yeah, so I mean, coffee beans will go where the elephants are. I mean, it's perfect. Yes. Tell the coffee beans to the elephant merchant. Tell them
I
what they're
will
valuable.
warn you, if you become too successful, the halflings and gnomes will nuke you, so just be aware of that.
Okay.
Right. Well, some good old-fashioned business. Now we're talking.
We need
What
to
should
find our
we-
first settlement.
So that is something that you guys are able to do. You don't have to do it, but that is how trading works. You guys never got to do it last campaign.
Sure.
Yeah, sure. Well, you know
Yeah, that
what?
sounds
I mean,
great.
do you wanna start investing? We can invest. How about, do you wanna invest 50 platinum into some cargo?
How
we do
much
that?
can we? Yeah, I mean, we have plenty of money. How much can we feasibly carry in our cart?
Your cart can carry sorry,
I guess
give me
we
a
have
second.
Hydro in. Can
Hydro.
3 people fit up front,
Where
or
is
would
it?
Hydro be in the back?
Your cart can carry 400 pounds of goods.
Okay,
Okay.
400.
So that's like 400 pounds of goods plus one of you, and then you rotate. One of you will have to be the rear guard.
Yeah,
Yes.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now we need to hire adventurers for our caravan.
No,
Actually, we don't.
Self-sufficient.
No, we're good.
Self-
Yeah, even better.
Self-employed. Yeah.
Call an ambulance, but not for
okay.
me.
Seekers of
We need to
profits.
establish trade routes. Damn it.
1 hour
This is
later,
great.
dragon's burning it all down. We'll see. Okay. So yeah, I think we're ready. I think we are ready. Yeah.
Yeah.
One final question was the cost of Cosmo's armor. I just want to make sure I just take that
1,500
off the-
gold.
1,500. So cool. I'll take off 150 platinums.
Is it like
150.
normal steel, or is it a little darker here?
It can be a little bit darker.
Okay, yeah, he went with like the kind of dusky
It's
gray
like a
metal.
gun
instead.
metal color.
Yeah.
Nice. Is it cost off heavy armor or just regular heavy armor?
I wasn't
Regular?
gonna push that.
Okay. Got it.
So, keep in mind, so that's how it works. And by the way, Casimir, since I think you're the only party member with heavy armor,
It's
if you have
advantage on
levels-
stealth.
Well, you also, if you have a level of exhaustion, you do have to take the armor off to remove that level of exhaustion when you take a long rest. But let's say you get attacked in the night, you don't have the time to put the armor back on. So
Okay.
that's something that you have to
Sleeping in
remember. I'm not
heavy
going to
armor
remember.
sounds-
No, it's fine.
I look at his heavy metal, goth ass looking armor and just shake my head and
So,
uncomfortable.
are you guys going to invest money into your cart as you
Yes.
50
travel?
50 platinum worth.
Yeah.
So
Let's do that.
500 gold is what we're investing.
Yes.
Okay. So
Yeah.
with 500 gold, you are able to buy a few pounds of gold. You guys also have some
raw
spices. You have saffron. You're able to buy some other precious metals, cheaper spices like ginger, cinnamon, and then some rice as well, some heavy bags of rice that you can get from the Calabian Empire. So you have 500 gold worth of goods. I will note that. And you guys can decide where you want to sell as you go.
Okay, cool. I think the idea is that we'd buy things that we could get a good price for once we get to Ferestyl.
Yeah. So
Cool.
a lot of that's gonna be your precious metals and spices and the stuff that everything I mentioned is really prevalent in this coastal city, but not inland.
Okay.
Okay, great.
Thanks for playing D&D Economy Simulator with me. I think I'm ready to.
Supply and demand. It's really easy.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
All
It's
right.
about time we found some honest merchants.
That's good.
Yes, Chloe.
Are there any draft horses that are conditioned for riding?
I mean, all the draft horses can be. Would you rather have a draft horse than a riding horse?
Yeah, I want a bigger horse,
Okay.
but I still want it to be like cool.
So
Like two
you
of them.
save 1 platinum.
Nice.
They're cheaper.
The draft
and-
horse is
and-
cheaper.
Cool.
Okay,
I would also
yeah.
like to find the one I bond best with. So, I mean, I could just roll.
Yeah, I mean, it's just gonna be just pick a horse. We don't have to spend a lot of time on this.
Yeah.
I'm rolling this.
You need to speak with animals. Have
So,
a little conversation. You're
You know,
interviewing your
whatever you
horses.
imagine your horse looking like, whatever color, whatever, whatever.
It's a unicorn.
It's whatever
I'm
you
not gonna
want.
keep it, but yeah, I'll keep it to myself. I'll
So,
keep the details.
You have your goods. Your cart is full of goods. You have your horses. You have the 2 elves introduce themselves as Kaya and Ruvion. That's Ruveon, Ruvion. And they have their own cart and draft horse, and you guys set off on the road.
Oh, okay. So, I will ask one of our party members to ride with Kaya and Ruvion. Oh, well, no, we will. So we've 2 riding behind them, and then we've got 2 riding ahead, and then we've got the 2 carts in the middle. I think that's how we go. Also, one question. So we're riding out. What does Astra's horse look like?
Since you asked, it's a draft horse, obviously. It's pretty big. I would like to think of it to be more like a gypsy vanner or something, right? With the feathering on the hooves in the area, but deep brown, almost similar to Astra's hair. Pretty standard looking horse, but it's super cool. Like a Taurus or something.
Nice.
Very nice.
Thank you. And I'll take the back, by the way. One of the spots in the back.
I miss out talking flowers.
I'll go up front. I've got my longbow, and I'm pretty used to riding on horses, and I'm looking around for trouble.
Sure.
Looking and listening and smelling.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Sure.
This one will ride near the 2 elves.
You hear Casimir's armor clanking with every real.
21.
So, where do you all come from? It's not often that we see so many different people here in Indubalig.
We originate from many different places. Our friend there originates from Mysteria, and he points to Kydro. Me and my sister, who talked to you originally, we originate from a place not on maps. Here, at least. And, well, our friend there, Nazmir, he also originates from Mysteria, if I'm not wrong. Casimir, I forget where Casimir mentioned.
Sealnor.
Sealnor. and our friend Zulkifli here originates from Ban Empire.
Those all sound lovely. My husband and I are, from Velri Ysun, where you met us. He originally grew up in Ferestyl, but after his, he was with the army of the kingdom, the Magon, and he got injured, took a couple arrows to the knee, just that one knee, and he had to retire, so unfortunately. What elves are very accurate apparently with their bows.
I could see that.
Right. So yeah, as you guys are all writing, this conversation continues. There is you guys notice in the distance a kind of group of the silver armored, red cloaked people coming marching down the road, opposite direction of where you're heading. And Kaya kind of motions for you guys to pull off to the side as this battalion of Magon are marching down towards Velri Ysun. After a few moments, they pass, and you guys are able to go back onto the road and continue your journey.
Oh, what were they doing? We never recognize any banners on them. Sorry.
So they are Magon. That means that the land units of the Empire, they're just you can guess that they're just being transported. They're just moving their troops around to different cities, that sort of thing. They're most likely going to be put onto a ship and sent to the Caliban Empire.
Why?
To help defend it from the rebellions that their emperor is facing. And at this point, Rivian will are you familiar with how the military operates here?
I served with the Magon.
Right, so you know to watch out for the Goulion, in particular the Black Order.
Yes, yeah. So we were warned.
And just know, if you see a member of the Guathril, you're already dead.
Might not underestimate some parts of this party, but yes, I would definitely echo your words of caution.
Pardon him, he can be so brooding sometimes. Anyway, and they're going to continue down the path. Eventually, it does begin to grow dark.
Okay, so we've covered ground. I guess sufficient amount of ground. We'll pull off to the side and find a place to camp.
Sure. So go ahead and make a perception check.
Perception. With straight roll or with advantage?
This is going to be a vision check since you're looking for a new campsite.
Straight roll. Gotcha. 11.
11. So you managed to find a campsite that is just off the road. About 30 feet away from it, there is a nice little pond for you guys to get some fresh water. There are these massive trees. Some have cherry blossoms on them, some are just green leaves. But you managed to set up tents, one for each of you, with a campfire in the middle. There is a fallen tree that you managed to drag over and some rocks for like a sitting arrangement in the campsite as well. But pretty good gaming spot. Nice clearing here in the forest.
Okay, so we stop, we tie the horses, we start making a fire and clearing.
Make a survival check.
Cool.
Or whoever wants to set up the fire, make a survival
Okay.
check.
Somewhere we must. Okay, direct the tent making, that kind of thing. 23.
23, easy enough.
Fire.
Very little effort is needed for
I don't
this
even use
fire.
I don't even like use Tinder or anything like that. I'll just sort of do a little slash on my thumb and start the fire that way. Why? I'm showing off. I'm showing off today.
All right. And how do you guys want to do your watches for the night?
I think I'll do the first watch, then I can take this armor off to rest.
Okay.
I am going to first spend the evening, just after dinner, before we go to sleep. I just want to, just walk a little bit around the perimeter of the camp. Spend some time doing that, looking for any recent footprints or strange tracks.
Yeah, going off of your 23 survival check, pretty solid looking. Let me just roll a few things here. Hold on.
A lot of
roll this
dice.
again. I don't have enough dice for this. Give me a second. Okay.
So Kifley takes 200 fire damage.
Oh no.
So the campsite looks really good. And so let's go ahead and figure out watches.
Second.
Okay.
Second.
So we have Kaz. Let's do the first one. Who's with Casimir in the first one?
I can be.
Casimir and Asmir. That's not going to be confusing at all. All right. Astra
same name.
and who else for the second watch?
I'll go.
Astra and Zulkifli. And then the last watch.
I'll take.
I can take last watch.
Yes, all three of us.
All right.
Let's go!
You are able to do that. Three of you can take
Go.
the last watch. That's fine.
The triple watch combo.
Double watch.
Combo.
You're able to do that. All right.
Multi-watch.
You do
So,
that.
as Casimir begins to take off his armor, and prepares himself for the rest of the night, the two of you have an option. You can either do two separate perception checks as a straight roll, or one of you can do it at advantage.
I think Casimir will support on a Nazmir advantage roll.
Okay. Let's see.
Well, that didn't work out.
and 9.
Nine.
No matter what.
Love that for you. And for no reason at all, I'm gonna go ahead and give you a visual, just so you can like really just see this camp,
Ooh.
and also
Oh,
so we can
these
make sure
elves
that
are-
everybody has vision.
These elves are smoking.
Damn.
Something dynamic about this location, but I can't put my finger on it.
Yeah, you did not tell us about these elves.
Oh, they're all very hot.
That is.
Yeah,
Okay, that's really cool.
Yeah, it's just a country full of hot people.
Yeah,
She's
elves are
married.
always hot.
Her husband is
Yeah.
here.
Everyone wants to know if they swing.
I'm not ready for that.
I just
Been
realized.
too long.
Give me a second here. Can everybody see? Does everybody have
No.
vision?
I can't see anything. It's all black.
Make sure you
I
zoom
feel like I'm
out.
asleep.
I can see.
I
We're
can
fine.
see.
Yeah. Give
Very
her icon vision. I think.
It should.
Do you have hardware acceleration on your Google Chrome?
Yes.
Does she have dark vision?
Hold on.
No, I don't. But we should have a campfire.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, there.
The source of light, yeah.
Now you should be able to.
Ooh, I sure can, and that's terrifying.
Ooh.
Or sleeping bags.
Don't
cast
worry,
shift.
stream. You're gonna be able to see in just a second, but I forgot to give stream
okay.
access to see everything.
Okay, cool.
So, Casimir and Nazmir, at this time, you are able to go ahead and
Attempt.
whatever you want to do. Talk about.
Yeah. Logistically, just a question: Does he need to take his plate mail off at the beginning of the long rest, or can he take it off during the watch?
It
for
can be
account.
done during your
Sure.
watch.
Okay, he'll do it at the end of the watch.
Man. Been through quite a lot in a very short time, haven't we?
Yes, it's
And just to clarify real fast, these are tents. So if you're sleeping, you should be in a
That's fine.
tent.
These are all tents? Cool.
it's
It's just that they block light, so you don't really get to see
Okay.
them. But those are
That
tents.
makes more sense. I was
Yeah.
wondering why sleeping bags were casting such
mm,
long shadows.
it's
Okay.
it's been quite the day of revelations.
Yes.
I presumed your group of adventurers were cursed before I joined you. It seems
It might be. Though it seems that bad things have happened long before that.
bad
Still
things.
can't believe that my friends in the Merchant Guild were providing those weapons to the orcs.
More concerned about profit than about doing what's right. And I say, well, I've often found that we're more concerned for what we need instead of being concerned for what it does to others.
Well, in that case, they're thinking more about what they want than what they need. It's just a shame. It's hard, though, to be a good merchant. There's a lot of people that try to get you to cut corners and do things faster. And it would be easier just to let it happen. But I thought they had more honor.
Well, they certainly expected that you wouldn't look into it. I mean, it's interesting. I mean, you never suspected that they had some shady deals.
I mean, it depends, how shady, I wouldn't have been surprised at, more minor things, but selling weapons, that's a bit more serious. We saw some of the carnage that came as a result of it.
Mm-hmm. Yes. How many people died? How many people are still dying because of those weapons?
Exactly.
What will you do?
Well, not even our group here is strong enough to defend against all of the orcs, which is the immediate problem. Or one of them, anyhow. There's a lot of problems right now. But if we can find some way to help make things more safe, then I don't know. Typically, you'd get a slap on the wrist for such a thing, a fine or something, but a merchant can always pay off a fine. Perhaps there's some way I can reach my friends emotionally, convince them to be more prudent.
Or bring justice.
Indeed.
These are crimes of war, as it is. say war profiteering is a necessary but disgusting business. How long until they come and strike at Mysteria with the same weapons that your friends sold them?
I would fear not long. Summer Morn was just part of the adjacent kingdom. And I'm not even certain where my family is right now. I just know that they are probably somewhere safe for the time being. It would help if I knew where they went.
Yet you still travel, seeking answers for Aspen and Astra.
I'll be honest, it's important. I know it is, and I want to help them. Though I keep asking myself if I'm being disingenuous to my family, putting off my search. I do not know if my wife is in danger. She could be, for all I know.
Well, the one thing I've learned in this world is it is dangerous because of deals much like your family made, but it's full of a lot of darkness, and a man alone on the road will soon be dead.
Agreed. Which is the other reason I stay. It makes it sound selfish, because I do care about them finding their answers, and I do want to see all of the people here safe. I still haven't known them as long as I have Rose, for example.
Well, hopefully you've chosen the right path, and they will help you find the answers you need.
Hopefully.
I think that Aspen and Astra, at least, you can trust when they find their answers. I don't know about Kydro and Cormac yet. I don't know what to make of them.
They're a bit more spontaneous, more in the moment.
Well, it certainly keeps things entertaining.
Indeed. And what have you? You've agreed to accompany us so far, and you've expressed some surprise at our past. Clearly, we don't know everything about each other.
Very little, in
Is there
fact.
some way we can... Is there some endeavor that we can assist you in? What do you seek?
At this point, well, I'll continue following this path, and I hope one day to be able to have the power I need to protect people from these kind of pains, these kind of suffering, the war in Summer Morn, the war here, this needless slaughter of those with no power.
You know, that's a great deal more than a physical power.
Well, I've been burned too many times to trust that there are many who are in power right now who deserve it. But I'm too weak.
Fortunate.
And with that, probably time to wake up Astra and Zolkifli.
They're woken up somewhat by the sound of plates being dropped on the ground as he takes them off.
Yeah.
Like dunk.
Definitely loud.
It's
Get some stretches in. Analyze the sky.
Yeah.
We fended off a pack of werewolves.
Huh? No.
Silently?
I immediately look around for tracks, sniffing. Just, wait, wake me up.
Sorry.
they were quite formidable.
I didn't realize I was being
Casimir
insensitive.
defeated half of
Sorry.
them single-handedly.
No. Yeah. Wow.
Sorry. Peaceful. We saw or heard nothing except for each other.
And the werewolves.
Yes.
Oh. Okay, sleep.
Luck,
Good night.
luck to you.
Did you just leave your plates on the ground, Casimir?
No, he took it with him.
Okay. That's good. I just wanted to make sure. And I can support you in looking around. So I definitely want to keep an eye out.
Yeah, I want to
any
do a
animals.
perimeter around the camp, and I'm smelling and listening for trouble before I
Sure.
come back.
Follow you.
Yeah, anything nearby.
Like with a cantrip. Guidance.
Did you say guidance?
cantrip. Yep. Sorry, I forgot to name it.
Oh,
Oh yeah. So that's nat 20, 25. With guidance is 2, so 27.
22?
27.
27. Yeah, so doing a perimeter check, you begin to hear, like, far off in the distance, you hear the sound of, like, these hands clattering together. It's a very distinct sound.
Hands clapping together.
Like clattering. The clattering is
Clattering?
like hollow metal things.
it's not unsettling at all.
Okay. Which direction is it coming from? From
Down
the
the
road
path.
or from away? Oh. Does it sound like armor?
Not necessarily.
Okay. I'll creep back to Astra and report. Astra, there is something down this way. So, Ash, I'm going to look and see.
When you come back, she's just holding this very large seed in her hands and whisper singing in Druidic. She's just and as you tell her this news, she puts the seed away and, gets on board.
You make new friend?
Well, I got this a long time ago, but I'm saving it to plant it when I get home.
Ah, okay. Gift for home.
Yes, it's from one of the trees in our past.
Ah, good idea. Which one?
It was in where we lost our horses before.
Oh, very sad.
Encountered the talking flowers. That very off-putting experience.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. You
But
keep safe.
the sound, yes.
Yeah.
Should I follow you? I can help you. I'll follow you.
Because actually they all must be safe because we don't know, there could be some ambush. So just
trouble,
one
just
sec. Yeah. If trouble, I scream very loud, raw. Okay.
Okay.
And off I go. Stealth check. Check it out.
Okay, roll for stealth.
Okay. .26.
Yeah, so crouching low, kind of like melting into the darkness, you begin to make your way towards the road from this path that leads up to your campsite. While you are very stealthy, the figure that you see walking down the road is not. She is carrying this massive traveler's pack on her back with a number of pots and pans and empty canisters and like almost like coffee pots hanging off the sides of it. Think Samwise Gamgee in The Lord of the Rings, how he's always clattering all of his metal equipment hanging off his back. She's leaning heavily on a cane as she is old, with this white stringy hair kind of like balding at the top. And she's just like, miles in it. And she's like just walking and like everything's clattering and she's like shuffling along this path.
Oh, damn. I'm watching her. Now, I'm peering at her, thinking this is an old woman walking along in the forest. But I grew up on stories about if you meet a stranger in the forest, be careful because they can be a Pontianak in disguise or something like a vampire. So be careful. So I'm watching her, and do I get a strange supernatural vibe from her, or
Make
is
an
it
insight
okay?
check.
Okay, insight. Could I sell you on a? Okay, I'll do it in such a. I have advantage on like history checks and things for fae and fiends and stuff. Does that apply here?
I mean, if you want to recall on these possible legends in the forest, you can roll for
I really do.
you roll for history with advantage.
Okay, cool. So that was first roll was a 9 plus 1, so it was a 10. This is an 11 plus 1, so 12.
Okay, so 12. There are definitely stories of, things in the forest. If you hear someone calling out your name in the woods, you do not answer. If you see an animal that is acting particularly strange, that suddenly like stands on its hind legs, you need to shut and bolt the door in your cabin in the night. Nothing that this woman is doing or acting like, especially off your insight, is giving you the impression that she is one of these cryptid creatures in the night.
Okay, so in that case, feeling bad for the old lady, Zulkifli is going to he's going to just call out, hello.
And she's gonna swing her cane.
But I'm like 10, 20 feet away from her. Okay. Hi. I just slowly come out from the forest. Hi, you are...
Stay back! Stay back!
Okay. Sorry. I am not harming you. I am asking, are you okay?
You want all of this? You have to fight me for it. Stay back!
No. Not bandit, not robbing you or murder. No. I'm with my friends, traveling. We are fighters, killers, good fighter, of monsters. So, we are going to the Ferestyl, and we have a camp. We are just sleeping. And we have a watch just in case, because sometimes people will come and try to kill us or monsters or so. And
make a persuasion check.
Okay.
I'm tempted to say with disadvantage.
Yeah, that's a 9. It's a 9.
Help! This man said he's a killer! At this point, Astra, you will hear this shout from this woman. Someone, please! Help me!
Alamak, no, not you.
I was
not
on
you,
animal alert. No animals.
What was
I would
that?
like to investigate. I would like to go investigate that, given there have been no animal attacks on the camp.
What you come and you hear to the shouting, you run towards the shouting. What you see is Zulkifli with both of his hands up, like trying to like gesture for this one to come down. She's just swinging this cane wildly around her. Pots and pans are clattering with as she swings her, like the momentum of her pack kind of keeps carrying her as she like kind of swivels on one leg and hops a little bit, then back and swivels to the other leg. Help, this man said he's gonna murder me. Help!
And as she's freaking out about this human individual that has approached her, out of the forest comes this lumbering, very tall, beastly looking humanoid. This purple. So, it's just like, what's going on? Don't panic. Don't panic.
This boy.
Too frightened because yeah, my friend here. She is very powerful magic. She can help you, protect you.
Who's killing you?
Yeah, yeah.
Who's dying?
Make a charisma check, Astro, please.
Okay. 20. Dirty.
Yeah, you I mean, you come across pretty safe. She's like, You're with this maniac?
Of course. He has family.
Maniac. A step back.
He
Oh my
Are you
god. I feel like my heart.
help carrying that? Here. I would like to try to help lift her bag if her heart is having issues, you know?
Oh yeah, the bag is heavy. It's probably
blood
about
pressure.
like 120 pounds.
It's a good thing I'm so strong and I got so much unlimited riz.
Yeah, I'll come and help. just
Y'all got food?
the scar on my thumb just sort of opens a little bit. There's some blood just sort of trickling down.
Of course. That guy can.
Yeah, we have food. I just like lift up some jerky
Oh.
and stuff.
Oh, well, why did you leave with that? Take me to your camp.
Oh, okay, come. Yeah, just through here. We have a secret camp, just in case.
She's gonna.
Sorry, I did not. I don't mean to scare you because I just want to know if it's maybe a bad thing or something coming on your road because we have attacked before, so we must be careful. Huh? We all protect each other.
Yeah, can't just come out of the bushes.
Huh? Yes, I
That
can.
wild look in your eye.
Every day I come out.
For some reason, I just got a very strong look of wildness in your eyes and like a man unhinged. I don't know what to do with that exactly.
No,
Just gonna sit down.
small eyes.
Are you traveling alone? Where are you traveling to?
You know, here and there. I like to go places. Selling stuff that I collect on the road. The pack there, don't open it. You're not allowed to open it. It's my personal property.
Can I insight her? I'm not feeling too good about this. My stomach's feeling a little like turny about this situation. This lady, what's she talking about?
Roll for insight.
Yeah. 15.
She seems to be honest.
Okay.
And I'm feeling the bag right now, you know, as I'm holding it. Give it a little jostle. Feeling like any bodies in there? We feeling any bombs?
Make a wisdom check.
Okay.
She's not the one with bombs.
You never know.
Or
That's way to
investigation.
check
You can do
for bombs.
investigation rather.
Okay,
Sorry.
it's fine.
That'd be a better check.
You know, 7. Let's.
So I'll go with the 10 since that was your first roll.
Okay.
So 10. I mean, it doesn't seem to be the pots and pans on the outside, the metal tea kettle are all very loud as you kind of shake it. I am currently Aspen, as you can see, because Kydro lost his camera. He'll be back though.
It happens.
It does happen.
I'm not sure.
So hi. But feeling the bodies, this is only about 125 pounds ish. There's a body would weigh more that you would guess, but you know, stop shaking it. Stuff there is valuable to me.
Oh, sorry.
Just kids' figures inside.
He's gonna take it and like hold it tight. Anyway,
Yeah.
what are your names?
Look carefully.
I'm
Zul.
Astra.
All right. Nice to meet you, Zeke. Nice to meet you, Ashley. Pleasure. My name is Hester. A lot of people call me Auntie Hester. You can call me.
Okay.
That's fine.
Hastra.
Go with Ashley.
Huh? Oh, no. Her name is Auntie Hastra. Okay, good. So, you are going to Ferestyl? You need safety? We can...
I am traveling. I'm going to Ferestyl.
Come,
Train my wares. Good time.
come, and I go over to the fire, I come back with a cup of water and some fresh rabbit meat that I've hunted earlier that evening. Some berries that I found.
She'll kind of like continue to talk as she's like holding it in her hands. I think we lost Kaiju altogether there.
Yeah, it's okay.
No,
No, it's not. It's not okay. I like Cairo.
I just pulled into his bag of holding.
Yeah.
The hand reaches out and pulls him in this time.
Okay.
What was your question to Hester?
Yeah. Well, I bring us food here. You are going to Ferestyl?
Yes, I am.
Good. Okay. We also. You are alone? No one to help you?
What a suspicious question to be asking me. What if I'm not alone? Are you planning on robbing me if I am?
No.
It's like when you go on
no.
vacation somewhere and the person who's driving the car to your tavern asks if you're traveling alone or not. You always say no. Your family's back in the tavern waiting for you. Smart thinking, especially for us. She's gonna dodge Astra, right, Ashley?
Wouldn't you be robbing us?
Yeah.
With these frail arms, eh?
Well, if you're with others,
That
they
is a good
would come
point.
looking for you.
I'm alone.
Mhm.
Okay, so I just asking, you want to be alone when you travel, or you need help?
I mean, are you offering to carry my bag? That's awfully gentleman of you. You're so wild, man.
I look around behind me and I'm like, yeah. Very gentle.
Why are you all going to Ferestyl?
Oh, because we have people to speak to, things also to find and to give. I affect my best conspiratorial look. It's not a very well practiced look. I've just seen it on a bunch of people on the continent. It mostly looks like a squint.
Oh. Well, I could travel with you. That's okay.
Okay. Okay. You are demon or monster? You sleep over there, okay? Can. Or if you are just a human, you can sleep here. But you must also, we should tell our friends also, if you are also monster, then we know, then we can prepare.
Do I look like a monster to you?
No. No one said that,
A
man.
lot of movement there, Astra, and then just no.
That would be so rude.
Okay, so you can sleep here. I'll get up to help her with her bedroll if she needs it.
I'm going to stay up for a little bit. That's okay.
Okay.
the
I'm
way you're
going
looking
to
at me.
make her crone tea for her poor little lungs and arthritis. Yeah,
Sure.
that's about it.
You're allowed to do
For her.
that. You do that. This tea smells lovely.
Very lucky. She's so lucky that I didn't. Yeah, she's lucky it's good, normal tea.
Yeah, yeah.
Perfection.
Not a bad tea, huh?
So lucky.
Yeah.
For DM
Not
reasons, this
poison
is a
tea.
bad tea.
Oh, okay.
No, it's not. I'm just saying she's very lucky.
Yeah.
And I chose to
I
be.
just gotta know these things. So she'll stay up, and at this point, if you so choose, it's time to wake up the last watch.
Okay.
I'm gonna go wake up Aspen Give him a shake.
Wake up,
And
Cormac.
when his eyes inevitably flash open, as they do
Uh-huh.
when he wakes up.
When you see an
Welcome
old
to
lady,
inform-
don't punch, okay? Don't punch.
Don't punch.
I
Yeah.
think you have to worry more about Kydro for that one. He's the punchy boy.
Okay, don't shoot. Okay, sorry.
All right.
It's so
Fair
funny
enough.
though, because it's so true. See, guys, it's the same thing I have to tell Aspen. Do not harm the old lady, unless she tries to harm us.
Still try to wake up. What old lady? Ah!
Old lady.
This old lady. And Asher's just gonna point to said old lady Esther.
Also, watch her because maybe she is a danger. You don't know. I think maybe not. Maybe she is just old lady. But long time ago, I hear about Pontiana. It looked like an old lady or young lady also. But then her mouth open up. Very big. Lots of teeth, and then she eat your guts also. Okay. Good night.
Do not call her a monster, or she will get very upset. Good night.
All right. Rest easy.
What a time to be in such presence of so many fine gentlemen.
Who are you?
Say,
My name is Hester. You can call me Auntie Hester, as many do.
Okay. And you're at our camp for the moment?
Apparently I'm traveling with you as the Ferestyl. I was off for the opportunity.
can anybody wake up Kydro? Or is he just like chilling right now?
You were woken up.
Ah. What's with the old lady, guys? Why is she here right now?
Don't punch.
Old lady punchy.
Apparently she's here to travel with us the rest of the way to Ferestyl.
Oh. And you know, what abilities would you have, Miss Old Lady?
Wouldn't you like to know?
What?
I know men like you. Somewhat dark and mysterious. Probably both your parents are dead.
Which one?
Just a reason to leave your home and go on wild adventures. No ties to leave you behind on the trail.
Aspen looks back at Cormac. Him?
What the fuck are you looking at me for?
She'll get up with her without her pack. She'll walk over to Cormac, kind of
Oh,
look
no.
up at you. Must have been through a lot.
You can say that?
Come here. She's gonna give you a hug.
Just
Red flag.
Well, funny that you mentioned that, because as she hugs you,
oh no.
she
no.
continues to
Oh.
squeeze
Oh.
Oh god.
hard, where you now hear the sound of popping
No way.
Oh.
and snapping as her arms grow longer.
God,
Her
why
skin begins to
always
turn
me?
gray.
Fuck!
She grows taller too, as she turns into this large, hunchbacked woman.
Dude, you hear me just like roll over in my sleep, still snoring, and I just say in my sleep, "Don't shoot, don't shoot."
Hold on,
Your gun breaks.
I gotta make sure you're all in. Let me make sure you're
My
all
old
in your-
woman.
I hate it.
How
It's
tall
like-
have you grown?
Right here.
Creepy old lady wandering at night. Let's invite her to our camp.
The inside checks. That was a great inside
You
check,
have
plays.
to help the elderly, okay? You have to respect the elderly. We're all gonna get old. Unless you
No.
don't, then rest in peace.
That's why Solid Green exists.
What? What?
So,
Social security doesn't
by the
exist.
way, at this time,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let's see that tracker.
her name was Auntie Hester, guys. Come on.
I know.
Cormac,
I know.
you are going to take some damage,
Of course I am.
I thought her name was Annie.
and you do have disadvantage on your initiative, by the way.
Bet. All right.
But
Okay,
that is
so
going to
I-
be 32 points of bludgeoning damage to Cormac
Oh, gross.
as this massive hunchback hag is crushing you with her gentle hug.
gentle.
Very good.
Gentle.
Is it the sleeping people have disadvantage on their initiative?
Yes.
Okay.
And Cormac because he's grappled.
Oh, okay. Alright.
Oh, great.
My best initiative in a long time, but disadvantage. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just getting my initiative ready.
All good.
First combat with the plate mail, not wearing it. That's the easiest way. Like, okay, I've got a tanky PC with plate mail. Let's do all the combat on the long rests. Already dies of exhaustion after a week.
Alrighty. Let's get ready to combat. So everybody that's currently sleeping right now, you hear a number of shouts of alarm as you know, Cormac's bones are starting to snap under this crushing hug. And is everybody on the turn order? All right, up first is going to be Kydro.
All right. Now, I asked you what your abilities are, but this is just crazy. Gonna have to ask you to stop grabbing my good friend Cormac here. Gonna hit her with a Draconic Strike. Flurry of Blows combo. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Oh, first one, out the gate. We got a crit, a 12, and a 10.
The 12 and the 10 will both miss. The critical hit will hit.
Excellent. So that is going to hit for, we'll say fire damage this time. So 11 fire damage plus, we're going to do a silly little favored foe here for extra damage. That's going to be an additional.
Just give me a total number.
So 15 fire damage.
15 points of fire damage. All
He's
right,
just
she
gonna-
will take that.
Just going to stand there with his hands up. And that's going to end his turn.
All right. Next up, we're going to have Aspen. Aspen, it's your turn.
All right, so Aspen's gonna walk up to this situation going on right here using 5 feet of his movement, and he's going to reach out and he's actually going to touch Cormac on the shoulder and cast Gaseous Form, turning him to a cloud of gun smoke. So you're now incorporeal, so you know,
Are no longer
can move
grappled.
freely. Yeah. And for my bonus action, I will cast Shillelagh on my staff.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll show Gaseous Form in the chat so you can see what that does.
I know what it does.
For Quentin's sake.
Not
Appreciate
important enough. And that is a concentration spell, so make sure you're aware of that.
Yep.
All right. Anything else for your turn, Aspen?
I'll use another 5 feet of my movement to get right here.
Okay. Nazmir, it's now your turn. Casimir's on deck. Nazmir?
Sorry, forgot I was muted. Okay. So let's move forward here and summon my Echo and attack with my sword.
Okay.
That's a 14.
14 will miss.
Okay.
Just bounces off of her thick, gray, leathery skin that's covered in an occasional wart and boil.
Cool. Okay, that's gonna be it for now.
All right, Casimir.
Casimir will get up, hearing the commotion, go, is this an immediate thing, or like, do I have 10 minutes? No? Okay. So he gets to use his half his movement, gets up, goes, what even? Oh. He's just shocked and moves over to here, fires should be able to hit a firebolt at the hag.
Okay.
So,
At least you can
let's see.
fly when your armor is not on.
Yeah. It's gonna go about 5 feet in the air. Ooh, wow. Okay. That hits. I'm assuming it's a 24.
24 will hit.
Yeah. Good. 7 fire damage to the creature.
7 points of fire damage.
And he will use his bonus action to activate his blade song.
All right.
And that's his turn.
So he doesn't want any womanly affection. That's fine. Then she's gonna take a whistle out of her pocket that seems to be made of a raven skull, and she's gonna blow into it, and this high shrill sound rings out throughout the forest. And within that forest, you begin to hear these shrieks and these howls.
Uh-oh.
And that will be her turn. So Kifli.
Oh god. Okay. I'll wake up. I'm gonna use 20 feet of my movement to get to my feet. I just sort of pounce on the ground. And a quick glance over to the elves. Are they down? Are they asleep? Are they hiding somewhere?
They are currently awake.
Okay.
They're probably going to hide.
Okay. I'm not going to waste any time. Bonus action. I go from awake on my knees, and then in a flash, I grow into my were-tiger form using my bonus action. And I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 28 feet, right there. And take an attack with my claws. 11 to hit.
11 will
Try that
hit.
again. Gross. Oh,
No, 11 won't hit. Sorry. 11 won't hit.
Okay. Well, I got an 11 and a nat 1. That's a 9. Those are my 2 attacks.
All right, nat 1. Woo!
Hooray!
Both miss though.
Yeah. So just I go for a slash. It's more of a stroke.
You're just like rare.
Yeah.
Yeah, it hurt. Just there's something about this gray wrinkled skin that she has that's kind of like stretched at parts. With her lanky arms that like just natural armor you can't quite get through.
Okay. I'm just growling at her, but I'm also sort of gutturally just. I tell you, Pontianak.
All right.
I told you, Cormac.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn. That's it. That's what I can do.
So, out from the darkness, this shadowy form comes shooting out.
Here we go.
And is going to slash at Aspen.
It needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
For what kind of damage?
necrotic.
It's a Neon.
Okay.
Aspen does a 15 hit.
I believe that just hits. Yes.
All right, so that will do, and I'm gonna need a Constitution saving throw from you, please.
Okay. Ooh, a 7.
That will fail. All right, you're gonna take 19 points of necrotic damage. Your maximum hit points is also reduced by 19.
Oh no.
Oh, yikes.
Oh.
Beware the shadow.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
So healing's not going to fix that.
Nope.
Would your character know that is an important question.
Hmm.
There's like this
Oh my
shadow that has like this these glowing purple eyes, just shrieks at you as it slashes down your side and its claws pull away. You watch as some of this wispy white essence comes with it and you feel drained and you go pale. Astra, it is now your turn.
Okay, cool. So, obviously I'm waking up, I'm exiting this little tent format, right? Surveying the scene. There's a lot going on, obviously. And first and foremost, out the gate, I'm gonna guiding bolt this shadowy demon looking thing that's attacking my brother. Okay. And that's a 14 to hit this little thing.
A 14 to hit the thing that
The shadowy thing
that will hit.
Woohoo! And that's a 20 to radiant damage.
20 points of radiant damage. All right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Bonk.
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
I need to make my Constitution saving concentration check really quick.
Yeah, for your
So,
gaseous
I'm-
form.
it's 19 damage, so it's just a DC 10, I believe. Oh, yep. I keep concentration.
Okay.
Question. Did we get long rests?
No.
It was worth a shot. That's it for me. Thank you. I was hopeful.
We got a long rest since yesterday. Like,
Yeah. So
Yeah.
long rest
But-
since the wyvern fight, but not in the last 24 hours. Does that make sense? So you should be at full health and all your spell slots back at the beginning of this fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just meant for like this
Later.
current night and what I had to like re-roll. So we're good. We're chilling. Don't worry.
Okay, Cormac, is your turn. Kydra's on deck.
Okay. Well, according to that thing that Aspen did to me, all I can do is move.
I can drop my concentration whenever, so I'll do that.
So wait, you said I'm no longer grappled?
You're no longer grappled and you're back to your physical form.
Okay. Oh, all right. Cool. Well, I hope all of y'all are covering your ears because I'm gonna take a shot at her.
Dude, she's a hag. Gross.
I don't give a shit. Man.
Good shot. Oh man.
12 to hit.
12 will not hit.
Yep. All right. That's all I can do. Well, I've done all I can do.
Oh.
I said Kydra was next, but it was a ruse. It was all a lie.
What?
No.
My
What?
turn.
It's a dragon.
No. There's more. There's more. Oh gosh. That is why.
All right,
'cause
all
they're
right.
coming out.
He's going to attack Astra. Astra, that is a natural 20
Silver barbs.
I would like to
to rage.
Silver barbs.
I don't know.
I
don't
re-rolled
have
it.
anything.
That is going to be an 8 plus 14. 14?
Guess what? Guess what? Guess what?
Does it miss?
Guess what? It hasn't missed yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and use my Cosmic Omen that I had and roll a d6 and subtract that. So subtract 4, 10, doesn't hit.
All right. There's something that you're able to predict its movement slightly and able to dodge out of the way of its attack as this like shadow screeches at you and will not hit you. And then it will
Hydro has advantage.
move back through the tent into the tree.
There's no way.
All right. Hydro, it is now your turn and you get advantage.
Excellent. I've always wanted advantage. Alright, I'm thinking, might as well just, keep this going with our flurry of blows action, So I'm gonna get back to that. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Excellent. Well, extra 1, 10, 16, and 10 again.
All three of those will miss.
Whoa.
The 16 will just miss.
The first one's automatically at advantage.
Oh, so the 27
Oh, yeah,
will
so that's
hit.
a 27. Right.
So that's 8 points of what type of damage?
Ice.
Ice. You're as cold as ice.
And then,
Which she has resistance to, so she'll take 4.
right. She will take 5 because I added favorite foe damage to it for an additional 2. It's a 10 reduced down
Noted.
to 5 now. I will note that resistance for hags. Excellent. And that will be the end of my turn.
All right. Aspen, it's now your turn. Nazvir's on deck.
All right. Just looking at this spell really quick. All right. So Aspen's gonna take his staff and slam it into the ground, and within a 20-foot cube, like that, he casts Erupting Earth.
Okay.
So they need to make dexterity saving throws.
Okay, and that would be rough terrain after that, right?
Yeah, that
Can
does
you go
turn
ahead
into
and do the arrow for me? This thing for me again?
yeah.
And then I'll do the dexterity saving throws.
Yep.
Thank you. Okay, so this is going to be for the hag. That is going to be a 7. The wraith is flying. He's not in contact
Yes.
with the earth.
It's a 20-foot cube.
Oh, so it's going to be up
So
above too.
yeah,
so,
it'll affect
he'll make that. It's going to
erupts.
be an 18.
An 18, so that passes. So he takes half of this, which is 23 bludgeoning damage.
All right, so she'll take the full 23. And it will take half. Which would be... The question is, does it count as magical damage? It does count as a spell, but the earth is it.
It should be magical. I mean, considering it is a spell.
That's something I always
Unless it
wondered. Like,
would
if
specify,
you
right?
like if you take like an object such as like catapult, right, and you throw it at someone, and that's a bludgeoning damage, does that make the item magical? It's an interesting question that I found a debate on the other day. But that's Elapori. We're in combat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So after that, Aspen will use Hidden Step for his bonus action, turn invisible, and migrate over here next to Nazir and Astra.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn. So I'm invisible at the moment.
And Hidden Step is not a spell, correct?
No, it is not.
Excellent. Nazmir, it is now your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna take a step closer to Aspen or Astra, and let's cast a chromatic orb.
Okay.
And let's do fire
Okay.
at the wraith.
Okay. Which one?
The wraith closer to us, the blue one.
All right.
Did it go through?
Yep, that's going to be a 20 to hit. That will hit. And that
Yes.
will be doing 5 points of damage.
Okay.
Okay.
And let's see. I'm going to action surge and have my Echo Knight attack the hag.
Okay.
$22 for 4 slashing.
All right. So as you take out your pocket watch with the emerald lens, you launch out this bolt of fire to the wraith, and
That should be 1 more point of damage with the +2 spell focus.
yep. And then your echo turns around and slashes at the hag, gutting her right across the belly, and some blood begins to flow. It's just like this black sludge, and that's about it. It is now Casimir's turn.
All right. Casimir is going to fly a little bit further forward. And he's going to go, this is 5 feet, he's going to go 25 more feet into the air. So he's about 30 feet up.
Okay.
Should still be able to hit from here, I believe. Yeah. And he's going to lay into the same strategy as last time. So firebolt to start. And that's going to miss because that's an 8.
Okay.
And let's do an action surge.
We love fighter wizards.
Yeah.
Really cool thing about action surge being a spellcaster, you could technically do 2 spells in 1 turn.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to do a 2nd level chromatic orb. Still focused on fire damage, and that's a 25.
25 will hit.
Yes, thankfully.
What type of damage?
Fire.
Fire. Okay.
He's a big fire guy.
Against the hag?
The hag, yeah.
Okay.
15. No, that's a D12. What is going on here? Sounds like that's way too high of a number. 4, 7, 15, 21 fire damage.
21 points of fire damage. She's looking real hurt.
Oh.
And yeah, for his bonus action, he's just going to look cool.
Okay. So Hag, with a shaking arm, is going to reach out, and she's going to reach out towards the fire, and the fire lifts up and erupts. I need Cormac, Casimir, Nazmir, Aspen, Astra, all to make dexterity saving throws, please.
Oh no.
Okay.
Okay.
So does my
Your
Echo need to
echo
make it
would
too?
need to as well. Yep.
You said Dex?
Yep.
18.
9.
I rolled
First
a
one's me,
3.
second
No.
one's my Echo.
We got a crit fail.
We got a crit
Natural
fail.
one.
Living that one.
All right, so anybody who rolled less than a 16, you will fail this saving throw. Anybody above 16, you're going to take half damage as a fireball erupts.
Okay.
That was that fire damage.
Oh, I
Who's
almost typed
that
this in the...
Pokemon?
Let me just make sure I'm doing this at the right level, because she is casting at the 4th level, so that's going to be 96 points of damage.
96.
Mm.
It's one of those great words. It sounds like 96 or
That is
96.
32 points of
32,
fire damage,
damn.
which Aspen takes the entirety of that. Astra takes 16 points of fire damage. Nazmir takes 32 points of fire damage.
Can I
LOL.
get your interpretation on this and make sure? I want to see if I can use my interception on this or not. It says when a creature within 5 feet of you takes. Wait. When a creature you can see hits a target other than you within 5 feet of you with an attack, you use your reaction to reduce damage by a dice roll. Would that work on the fireball?
It's technically not a spell attack.
Wave effect.
If I am thinking of that correctly.
Okay.
So I would say no, because it's not targeted towards one specific creature.
Gotcha.
I'll look into it after this match, as
Yeah.
all questions like this come up.
Yeah,
Alright.
Casimir will absorb elements and take half that.
Okay. So Astra, you took how much?
16.
16. So there's that. Aspen, you took the full 32.
Yes.
So you're looking hurt.
You see the red cracks on
Zulkifli?
Casimir light up with fire for a second as it absorbs into his body.
Yeah, you
Oh,
also take
and-
half because you're a tiefling.
So 8.
So
Uh,
you didn't include me in the list as far as I heard. I didn't hear if I
You
was
were not,
in there.
because she cast it
None of that.
further up above the fire to get Casimir, and with
Got
that height, you're out of the range.
Okay, great.
And then we have, I'm just trying to make sure I get everybody that got damaged. So I have Astra, I got Aspen, Cormac.
The shadow. Did the shadow get hit? Mm,
Yeah, it would have been hit.
cool. Did she get hit? I guess she's out of it.
No, she's out of it.
Okay. Are the NPCs okay?
Yeah.
You don't know.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, so noted there, and then we have Hydro took no damage. Nazmir took the full 32.
The 10s are
And
gone.
then Casimir only took 8. All right. With that, Zulkifli, it is now your turn.
Okay, so Zulkifli is he's gonna flex his claws. They come out. He's gonna go a quick slash along his shoulder for 1 point of damage, which he already took. And now his claws are empowered with his Crimson Right, and he takes a slash at her, leaving a burning mark on her for 21 to hit. I believe that'll hit.
21 will hit.
And with that slash, you'll deal 12 points slashing damage and 5 points fire for 17 total. Just across the chest.
Yeah. So as you do this, you watch as she erupts in a cloud, in a group of toads and just these nasty creatures, and she vanishes.
I was. One more thing is, given that I applied my Crimson Right, I applied my brand of castigation to her as well.
Yeah.
I'll note that. Who knows where she went?
Not on this plane, if she's still alive.
Oh, in that case, it's gone.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
A plane shift.
Okay. So that was
That's if she's
that
alive.
was one attack. So then I move down. Are the shadows still up?
Yeah, both of the shadow creatures are up.
Okay, so I move down 10 feet to there, and I take an attack against the shadow. I already rolled. Is it 12 to hit? I don't think a 12 hits, is it?
12 will not hit. It'll just miss these creatures.
Okay. Okay. And that's what I got. That's what I got.
All right. It is now the creature's turn. It is going to move over here. It is going to
No.
attack Cormac.
No.
No. No.
Not my friend.
Cormac, that's going to be a 14 to hit.
That misses.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Astra, it is now your turn.
Yes. I'm doing some intense math right now. So I was gonna take the offensive and I was gonna moonbeam the crazy hag thing, but not doing that anymore. I gotta help out the team. Okay, I'm seeing everyone's taking damage. I took damage. Obviously, we're activating the chalice form. What do I do? Healing word. I'm gonna healing word at the 3rd level. Let me go ahead here. That's 11 healing. I'm gonna give that to Aspen first. Let
Okay.
me roll for the chalice healing. Chalice healing is 10 healing, and that can go to Cormac. And then I'm gonna do one final thing with the healer's necklace of sacrifice. Necklace of Healer's Sacrifice. And because I did a healing spell at the 3rd level, I'm gonna expend 6 of my own hit die to add on top for Cormac. So let me do that, and then
Oh, how much is it total?
So
let me
you got
figure
10 to
that out.
start, and now she needs to roll 6 of her hit die, which is all of her hit die, I believe, or almost all of it,
Yeah, it's all. Yeah, that's all of them.
to
46.
to give you, yeah.
There you go. That's
so
how you do
56
it.
total points.
That's how you do it.
Some
That's a-
big healing.
That's
Look
how
at
we
us
do
there.
that in this house.
Know
Not bad.
that your guys' long rest was interrupted,
Yeah. Tough. Unlucky.
so you go this day without
Burst
your hit die.
healing.
Yep.
New meta.
So Cormac is back up to whole health. As Astra, this form of the chalice and the constellation of the chalice takes over her body, you watch as her necklace glows brightly and all of your wounds instantly close. She looks a little worn down, but you are fully healed, Cormac.
Cormac just Wolverined.
Speaking of which, it's now Cormac's turn.
Awesome. I won't let you down, Astra. Let's see here. Oh shit, she that thing's like right in front of me, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is.
Oh good. Good. Love that. Wait, did you say it was a did you say it was a wraith, by the way?
Maybe.
Okay.
It's a kind of shadowy ray.
Okay, cool.
But does Cormac
I
know it's
don't-
rain?
A wraith-like thing.
Does Cormac know?
Does Cormac have eyes? Possible.
Mm-hmm. I have faith. He's the best there is at what he does.
Okay. Trying to think here. You know, I'll just do my normal attack and try to take a shot at it.
Okay,
God damn, that's gonna be an 11.
that will miss.
Of course it will. Okay. You know what? No. I'm gonna do action surge and I'm gonna shoot again.
Okay,
I'm gonna go ahead and waste that.
Yeah, do it.
17.
Yeah.
that will hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get it.
7.
7 points of piercing damage divided by 2.
I knew it. Fuck. Okay, that's my turn.
All right. It is now the other one's turn. It's going to, seeing all of this holy might come out of Astra, it's going to go after her. Not exactly holy might, but you know, magical might. That is going to be 19 to hit Astra.
Guess what? I mean,
Roll it.
6. 6. I don't
13
even
to
want
hit.
to touch it. My armor class is 13.
So it hits.
Mm.
It was a good try, though.
Let me
One
mark
second.
that on my
Let me use my
calendar.
reaction. My draconic wings come out and wrap around her.
WW.
Do I have to roll that?
What does it do exactly?
When you or another creature you can see within 5 feet of you is hit with an attack, you can use your reaction to grant a +3 bonus to the target's AC against the attack roll.
Yep. So that you don't have to roll anything for that. She's right next to you. So as this thing comes slashing down towards Astra, you watch as your vision goes black as these draconic wings wrap around your body for just a split second, like a cocoon, and then it just slices down the wings and misses you completely. And as we hit the top of the round, that is where we're going to take our mid-session break.
I'm geeking right now. No way.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Before we go into our official break, we do have a few things to do. First and foremost, everyone, it is time that we spun the wheel to decide who won the Rogue Energy Starter Kit giveaway that we did a giveaway throughout the month of January. You see that many people traded in their bones for a spot on this wheel or multiple spots on the wheel. So we're just going to go ahead and do that. Without further ado, let's spin.
Let's see.
There it goes. It's spinning. It's spinning. Who's gonna get picked? We don't know. It looks like Nate. It's Nate. Congratulations, Nate, on your victory there for the Rogue Energy Starter Kit. If you did not win this, it's okay, because we have another giveaway that we're doing during the month of February that will be announced this Monday in our Discord. If you're not in our Discord yet, you should go ahead and join. And
if you're watching this on YouTube, like on our Prestige Encounters YouTube channel, and it's still February by the time you watch this, just come on by. You still have time. Time is running out.
Right.
Also, you can find us there. You can find us there. That's the other point.
Right. So if you miss any of the session, you can find us on the podcast network or on YouTube. If you're listening to the podcast network on YouTube and it's still February, you still have time. Remember, as you're watching our Prestige Encounter streams, the bones that you earn that are traded in for the raffle entries are doubled. And during our normal weekly streams, those are going to be half as much as what they are now. So you are earning bones as you're watching this stream. Don't forget to link your accounts if you have not done so already. All that information can be found in the Bone System channel on our Discord. Am I missing anything else?
Oh, no, we did our get. That's it.
I think
Good
that's everything.
Fun. 15 minutes.
We'll see you all in 15 minutes. Be right back. And welcome back, everyone. You son of a bitch. I should expect it. It happens every session, but whatever.
It didn't happen last week.
Anyway, so where we last left off, we were currently in initiative, hence the very high energy music. So we're gonna go ahead and go right back into it, starting off with Kydro. It is now your turn.
Time for a Kydro moment, as per usual.
Aspen on deck.
Wow. Yeah, I think so. It's just the two shadows right now, so I'm supposing Kydro's just gonna move it on the shadow right here and just go crazy with the flurry of blows real quick. So see what that looks like. So I actually crit failed, rolled a 27, and then rolled an 11.
Wait.
So 2 attacks and a bonus action, right?
1 hits. The 27 hits. That's another natural 1 on the board.
And I'll roll with fire damage. So for 6 fire damage.
6 points of fire damage. All right.
And I have my
Just
turn.
resistance too.
Got it.
Okay. Aspen, is now your turn.
All right, so the invisibility drops, and there's this wraith thingy in front of me.
Yep.
That's correct, right? Let me just see this. Looking at my spells that I have available right now. I will
Nazmir's on deck.
Cast Thunder Wave at the 2nd level.
Okay.
It's just gonna be in this direction, so it's only really gonna hit the wraith thing.
Okay.
And so it needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw is gonna be a 15.
That fails. And it will take 15 thunder damage.
It will take half that because it is resistant.
The thunder damage? Oh my goodness.
And the 2 tents there are also destroyed.
I believe they're blown away.
Thunder damage is double damage against objects. So
fair enough.
It's going to be those 2 tents are destroyed. So whoever was staying at
that was my tent.
this
Yeah,
tent,
they were
and this
also
tent.
on fire.
Oh yeah.
Well, no, they weren't on
At least
fire.
I-
The fireball didn't reach them.
Oh, good. Yeah. Well,
Cool.
But those 2 tents are destroyed. So if you had a tent, you don't anymore.
Oh dang it.
All right.
All right.
Anything else your
and
turn?
Besides that, let me just look. So Nazmir looks pretty hurt, right? Or I can't cast that. Oof. I guess not.
All right. It's now Nasmir's turn. Casmir's on deck.
Okay. Bonus action, second wind,
How much you healing?
7. And then I'm going to cast Acid Splash, which is a dex save.
Okay.
For the blue wraith there.
And that needs to make a what save?
Dexterity. Has to beat a 13, which not very
It
high.
passes.
But let's see. Okay.
And it's resistant against acid damage.
Okay. So it doesn't take anything from that then.
All right.
That's it.
Casmir's next. Zolkifli's on deck.
hey. So Casimir is going to open up by casting Expeditious Retreat. So he's going to suddenly blur in a motion coming down diagonally towards Astra, landing on the ground, and then rushing to face next to this creature. And he's going to go in with a single sword strike with his longsword.
Okay.
Okay, that's a 24 to hit.
24 will hit.
Okay. Alright, give me 1 second. Well, the actual magical slashing damage was kind of garbage, so that would be 6 magical slashing damage on the creature. And then his sword flares with the still held fire damage that he received from the fireball, hitting it with 5 fire damage as well.
All right, which it's resistant to, so that'll be 2. So as Nazmir was trying to splash with his acid splash, it dodged out of the way as you come zooming in and you stab it right in the side, and these flames kind of burst from within its shadowy form, illuminating it for just a second. Both of them are starting to look hurt.
And that's Casimir's turn.
All right, Zolkifli is next. Astra is in the hole.
Okay. Okay. I'm faced with this shadowy creature. I attack with 3. Yeah, let's go with a couple of slashes from my claws. Let's go with 18 to hit.
18
Dealing
will hit.
12 points slashing, 2 points fire. It's resistant, so it takes a total of 6 from that.
6 points. All right.
Okay, so then I'll attack again. That's a second attack. Here we go. Extra attack. 23 to hit, dealing 7 points slashing and 2 points fire. So 9 points total, half to 4.
All right.
Okay, and then a bonus action attack. 1 more. Let's see if I can finish this thing off. 26 to hit, dealing 9 points slashing and 3 points fire. Total 12, half to 6.
Not quite. It's looking real hurt though.
Yeah, just flurry of claws and flames as Were Tiger bears down on the shadowy.
Yeah, it's like you're just tearing away its shadowy form. It's struggling to keep itself manifested, really. It's almost as if it's it's like flickering almost.
Okay, and then I'm gonna dance around it. 10 feet, 15 feet, there. And I have the mobile feet, so it doesn't get an attack of opportunity, and I'm good.
All right. It is now its turn. It's going to make its attack against Kydro with its life drain attack. That is cocked. I need to roll it again. That is a natural 20.
Oh,
Is this a disadvantage roll?
It's not because of your cloak.
Silvery barbs, I guess.
Well, hold on. He silvery barbs. He doesn't. I mean, do you need to roll with another? Well, that's a natural 19. And
It's still
silvery
better than
barbs, I
natural
need to roll
20.
again. So that is now an 11.
There we go, guys. We made it.
I had to roll 3 times, so that's fantastic.
fantastic.
Astra, it is
Love
now
to
your
see it.
turn.
Mega
You're a creature with a
W.
plus 30 attack.
Whoa. Chill. Anyways, second level healing word. Yada bing. 12 healing to Aspen. And of course, you already know Chalice got activated because we're in Chalice form. Where is it? Here we go. And that's 9 healing for Nazmir. So 12 for Aspen, 9 for Nazmir. I'm not gonna move. I'm just gonna stand there. That's it.
All right. It's now Cormac's turn. Hydra's in the hole.
All right. So question about attack of opportunities. If I move around it, like
As
if
long
I
as you
don't
don't
like,
go beyond its reach, it does not get an attack of opportunity.
okay. So then, and then say if I move here, that's just normal movement. No,
Yep.
like having to move through people or anything. Okay. So let's see here. So
How long have you been playing this game?
Yeah, I know. I've shut up.
It's okay.
Okay. Yeah, I might be able to pop that off. Okay. So I'm gonna move here, and then I'm gonna move 1 space into rough terrain, and then I'm gonna wait. Let me see if this lines up. Good. Let's see. Oh yeah, that'll line up. I'm gonna expend a grit point and do piercing shot. So let's see here. Hang on, let me make sure I'm reading this correctly. Initial attack. Got it. So that's a dirty 20.
20 will hit.
All right. And one tick
So
damage. Okay.
That
Cool.
would hit me as well then.
No, it's not gonna hit you
Okay.
because I'm not aiming for you.
No, dang. You just
So that's gonna be 8 points for red,
Okay.
and then so the shot keeps going through toward blue. It's gonna be with disadvantage. It's gonna be a 15.
15. Okay. That will also hit.
All right. Sweet. And
see Nazmir just look down like,
yeah,
I'm fine.
that's gonna be
this?
10 points for blue.
Okay. Thank you. All right. So
Oh wait, isn't that all halved since it's normal piercing damage?
yes, I was getting to
Okay.
that.
My bad.
Don't worry, I got you. I'm a professional. It's okay. So Cormac kind of like does this footwork around the first shadowy creature, points his pistol, launches it through. It dissipates in shadow, disappears from the battlefield as it is vanquished. The bullet continues to go across the battlefield, goes over Nazmir's head because he's a short dwarf, and it goes
There we go.
into the back of the one that is, or the side that's currently attacking Aspen, being
Wow.
bombarded with a number of things that does equal damage or damage to it, and then that will be, it's looking hurt but still alive.
Oh, okay.
So
that
close.
would've been-
Okay.
we'll take
All
out
right, that'll be
the
my turn.
Nice.
All right,
You saw it here first, folks. Never gonna happen again.
it's going
Piercing
to
shot.
attack Nazmir this time. That is a natural 1.
Ooh.
It's not as fun when it's me.
That's the third natural one of the session, though.
That's the fourth,
Well,
actually.
Fourth
Fourth
I think
natural
that
one of the
is-
session, so one more natural one, and we are giving away a set of dice today.
Let's go.
Ooh, okay.
All right.
Dice giveaway.
Kydro, it is your turn.
Hydra with
Yeah.
advantage.
It's time for the advantage Kydro. That's my favorite kind of Kydro. All right, now I do have a question about this whole area. Do I have to worry about like rough terrain or anything with all these objects I'm running into?
Those
Is
so
that
those are
just-
10, so they would be solid objects.
Okay. Oh wow. Gonna have to figure this one out then.
Probably. You can move freely through an ally's space. So
Leapfrog.
on the opposites of the mirrored image of Nazmir is a space that you could squeeze through between the two tents. It's under the tree.
These 2 tents are gone as well, right?
Yeah, those 2 tents are gone. So you could also stand
so-
there.
All right, so if I move then through Aspen space, for example, and I move right here, that'd be okay?
Yeah, it's not a tight space, so you move through his space freely.
Awesome. So, Kydro, he's a tactician, right? When he's fighting something, he keeps an index of everything, right? It's like, this thing's already resistant to fire damage. I'm going to have to mix it up a little bit. So he's going to hit him with the 2-piece combo, the variety pack. Let's see these 2 hits real quick. To a 14 and a 24.
Both hit.
Both hit. Acid and then cold.
It's
Both 8
resistant to
damage.
both.
For a total of 16.
However, it is
Ooh,
enough.
ooh.
How do you want to do this?
Oh, so first, let me tell you what's gonna happen. He's gonna, you guys remember the acid tech? He's gonna hit him with the smack, right? And acid's just gonna burn away at this thing's, outside layers. I'm assuming it doesn't have just like normal human anatomy, right? So it's burn away at, the facial layer here, and then coming in with the icicle through the palm, just gonna straight through the head, out the back, everything splattered around, and it's all gooey. It's bad. This thing is dead. Epic style.
Nice.
Permanently.
Yeah. He punched.
And that will effectively end initiative.
Okay, and I'm gonna. I'm currently rearing up in my full were-tiger form right by the campfire, and then suddenly being conscious of our charges, I'm gonna just sort of slink back into the shadows, use my bonus action to revert to human form, and then just as casually as I can rejoin the group.
Aspen will slink over towards the elves' tents to check up on them.
Is it over?
As far as we can tell, yes.
Okay.
Do they both look okay?
They're fine.
Alright.
And you guys at this point notice that there's a golden light kind of peering through the leaves in the canopy of this forest. It is now sunrise.
Oh, well,
Morning already.
it was just at sunrise that she was walking along. Okay, but does that mean we're long rested at this point? Or we'll just take a moment?
You can take a short rest, or you can restart your long rest. Are your 2 options.
Did that
Well,
take
that's-
more than an hour, or just as far as as far as I know about exhaustion, or
So if
No,
your
the
long
fighter-
rest is interrupted by anything that's other than light activity, you would have to restart it. To my knowledge, I can go ahead and
That's
double check
what
that.
it looked like I,
I
was
believe
seeing
it's
on the
for
internet.
more
as
than an
well.
hour.
They were saying for more than an hour if it's anything, if it's
Yeah.
just
Did that fight last for more than an hour, or was it still? Anyway, I'll defer to what you say.
the fight doesn't count as light
Um,
activity though.
Wouldn't technically those of us who were on the last watch would have gotten a full
At least
rest?
a short rest.
Well, because if we're on the last watch and then everyone wakes up, we've already had our full rest then.
We will stop and take a quick nap after that fierce fight.
Naps are always good.
Bull's gonna sit on the edge of the camp, pluck his strings, and look very troubled at what just happened. There's a first scar now on his arm, joining the one that he had on the fight.
I honestly, I know that things are hunting you, but is this just every night I have to be concerned?
Every night we were just fine in the tavern.
It is dangerous out here.
Not every night in the tavern were we safe, but I feel I should have trusted my intuition better. I apologize.
Besides intuition, Astra, we do have a method of looking to see if anybody is disguised.
Yeah, in the moment, it was intense, but that would have been very smart to use.
I understand. For further situations, if we ever run into any strangers that are in need of help, we should examine them a little bit more closely.
This creature was traveling late at night alone on the road?
Disguised as an old woman, yes.
Oh, you squeezed the shit out of me.
Are your bones okay?
You just kind of... yeah. Feel a little bit better, especially with your sister's help.
Speaking of which, I'm going to take a nap.
Was a bit dicey there for a moment, though.
We lost a couple tents.
Well, I guess whoever still needs a nap can use one of the ones that's still standing while the three of us continue our watch then.
Casimir goes back to his tent.
I'll be taking at least a short rest, then see. Look.
I was going to do something to keep a good watch around the campsite, but I feel that that's probably not necessary at this point.
So I just want to clarify something. I just told all the Prestige Encounters players while we stream. So you guys will be able to do a short rest if you so choose. However, we are doing a homebrewed rule that any kind of initiative or fighting would make a long rest have to be restarted. This rule is very similar to, something such as like a potion taking an action to be drink. And we have a homebrewed rule where it could be a bonus action to be drink. So this is going to be a new homebrewed rule for our table, where any kind of initiative or fighting would require a restart of a long rest. Since this party does get a lot of long rests when they're on the road, it's hardly ever that they need to take short rest to regain hit points and that sort of thing, which hasn't really come up, right? We've never had an issue where you guys are really low on spell slots, short rests, hit die. So that's how we're going to proceed. I just want to explain so the people watching the stream or the viewers would understand what's going on. So, right. So yeah, you guys do manage to take a short rest. If you have hit die, you may expend them to recover from that fight. If you had your life points drained, which I believe only Aspen, because of all the silvery barbs and disadvantaged hits, you assholes, that does not get recovered. That requires a long rest to do so.
All right.
Yeah. I'll use my action, not my action search, my second wind to heal before the short rest. So.
Yep.
Do we take a point of exhaustion?
Technically, yes, you would.
Oh, there you go. I guess we're staying here for the next 8 hours.
You can.
Perhaps I'm not opposed to it, but perhaps we should continue to move. We would also be safer resting in a town once we make it to Ferestyl then.
Yeah. Maybe more coming. So, come. We'll pack the camp up and we will get moving.
Yeah. So we know that Nazmir's tent was destroyed. Who was in that other tent?
I believe the other one was Aspen's.
So okay, so you destroyed your own tent. All right. Yeah, so it was established, like, as you can surmise, talking to Kaya and Rivian, is that it's on horseback with a cart. It's roughly a 4 to 5 day travel. You got a good like half a day within your first one, so it's likely going to be about 3 to 4 more days worth of traveling from this point on.
Right.
Casimir will armor up after the short rest.
Yeah.
Oh. Not the first time I've had to travel this exhausted. The rest of you will be okay.
I think so. At least me personally. Oh.
Maybe the elves look well rested because of their nature.
So, for the exhaustion, who is that affect, by the way? Is that
Everybody except for the last watch.
Oh, okay.
okay.
Because we didn't get our
Yeah,
Alright.
that's what
okay,
I was
we're
asking
going
about.
more than 24 hours. Gotcha.
Well, Astra is going to nod. She thinks that she is fine. But when she mounts her horse and she gets kind of comfortable, leans forward a little bit, she's definitely resting her eyes. Yeah. Best she can, yeah.
Resting her eyes.
Yeah, best you can on horseback, right?
So, a group of adventurers from all different places found their way into Beleg and are on their way to Ferestyl. Why?
Knowledge, mainly.
Are you looking to join the Black Order, or like are you
Absolutely
willing
not.
to train as mages?
No.
What
Who
do you
is
know
this
the
Black Order?
At this point, Rivian, they're practitioners of infernal magic, demonic magic. They often, we rarely saw them in the Magon, but when they were on the battlefield, what we saw was both terrifying and inspiring at the same time. We knew we would win that battle. They're often disfigured, harming themselves to cast their spells or gain some sort of benefit.
That's
Obviously.
exactly who we need to talk to.
Just gonna give a look to Zulkifli. Sounds familiar.
But the Goulion are all the sections of the military that are practitioners of magic. You have the Golden Order, which is combat magic, fire spells, spells meant to harm another. The Silver Order, they use scrying and illusions, mostly defensive spells, and information gathering is what they are good for. The Black Order, which are those using the demonic magic. The White Order, those are those who are healers, those who have a heritage linking back to celestial roots, allowing them to cast healing spells, or those that have been blessed by god or goddess in particular, priests, that sort of thing. And then you have the Grey Order, which are those who never see the battlefield, anyone who trains at the towers does not want to be put there, but they are the ones who make the magic items, the weapons, historians, secret keepers.
I always put the most faith in the Golden Order. They were helpful in a battle. Never trusted the Black Order.
Right.
Are those the only colors, or are there more?
For the magic division, yes.
Okay.
You also
already
have. Go ahead.
Yeah, you've already seen the Megon.
Mhm.
They were my men.
Which
Mm.
is an interesting.
There's also the Fondor. There are those who fight by air, airships, flying mounts, that sort of thing.
Hmm.
And then
Go on.
and then the Gothril, which are the assassins and the elite martial force.
You said if we see them, we are already dead.
Right.
Already. That's
Spy.
we want to go to the university. But do we have to worry? Maybe the Black Order will catch us or what?
You're going to their keep. You're going to their headquarters. You're seeking information from them. You need to be concerned, yes.
Okay, so what must we do? We ask permission? We talk to someone? What?
I would never have even considered walking into that tower. Never would have considered even encountering them.
That's the
So,
we must go. That is our quest, huh? So
yes.
we must go inside. Can you help?
I have no influence here. Even a former captain of the Megon, I'm still in exile for my mistakes.
Maybe you have friends, people you know. Maybe you can help.
Not in Ferestyl.
Mhm.
My only friends would be the men who fought for me.
Just a reminder from last session, in case this comes up, is that you did receive
We have a
letter
of
from.
recommendation.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have that. Yeah. But this is still a risky endeavor. We'll be able to get in, but these words of caution are true. You need to be wary. You're dealing with people who practice demonic magic, and they're already aware of what you're doing. And you are being watched. Some of us are.
Yeah, some. How far now? One day?
About 3 more days.
Okay.
We'll see
Sure.
the towers hours before we reach them.
I'd recommend tonight when we make camp that we're escorting these two and we're protecting ourselves. Let's not allow any unexpected visitors in our camp again.
Yeah. No more. Cannot trust.
Yes, Double Leg is a dangerous place.
All places seem to be these days.
Yes, it's like the entire world is going crazy.
Strange, huh? The tower, it has become more dangerous now. And also
Which-
this forest. And also the mountain, the orcs, tribes, everything has become more dangerous. All at the same time.
The gods let this all happen.
Gods? I don't know.
Standing idly by while their followers, their creations.
Or Shaitan. I look at Casimir, little sideways devils.
There is no innocence just because I'm born this way.
Oh no, not you. I mean more people like yourself aren't looking like you.
Well, yes. I'm merely touched by darkness. I may have been born into it, but I am not of them.
Don't melt my horse. Chewing an apple.
Hopefully Caius will keep us safe on our journey.
Is that a friend of yours?
Make a religion check, Aspen.
Caius is one of the gods.
I'm actually pretty good at religion checks. A 21.
You actually have left offerings at the altar of Caius. Caius is the god of travelers, trickery, and illusion.
Oh wait, that does sound familiar. Huh. Hopefully.
Keep on guard.
So, you travel for a few more hours. You manage to find camp and rest for another night. So you now may mark your sheets for a long rest.
Hooray.
And is there anything that you guys would like to do during the next 2 days?
Brewing coffee.
So
Yeah.
during the next 2 days of travel, you encounter many battalions of soldiers. At one point, you notice a group of griffins flying in the air towards the north that are noted to be part of the flying branch of the military that was mentioned earlier. But mostly Magon. Magon are the largest group of forces here. You pass a couple villages, nothing to note, mostly like houses built into the trees of this massive forest with these massive trees. But really that would be about it. On the third day, you notice as you're camping at night, there are these bright lights in the sky off in the distance, kind of like when you are camping outside of a city and you can see the light pollution on the horizon. It's kind of blocking out the stars. And you kind of get up and you go to the edge of the forest and you see these massively 2 towers in the distance at the base of the hills with this river stretched between them, waving and curving towards the sea. To the west, there is I just want to make sure I get all this right. To the west, there is a tall silver tower with this blue silver light at its top, glowing and illuminating the sky. To the east is a tower that looks as if it's built from gold, with this light that's similar to Alnor and Sealnor in the sky, burning bright. And as you kind of like look closer at their tips, there's like this shimmer of almost a ward over the sky. The city at the base of both of these towers has a number of buildings as settlements, as the city seems to be in 2 parts, an eastern district and a western district. The bridge connecting them across this massive river also has buildings alongside of it, alongside the river. This city is Ferestyl. You are on the eastern side of the city. You would have to enter in through the gates there. They are known as
Okay.
the Eastern Gates.
Yeah, so
Not so
we'll
cool
guide.
name.
Oh,
We'll go to the eastern gate.
let's go around to the western gate. Take a little bit more time.
Cross
Enjoy the
over.
view.
Find the southern gate. This is the one. I think this is the one.
It was in something gay. So when you get to, as you ride up closer, there are checkpoints that you are getting through when you're getting to the gate. The walls themselves are made of that white stone, very similar to Velri Ysun, but it has a lot of gold inlaid to it. The gates themselves have both Sealnor and Alnor on them. A golden gate with a bright white burning sun, and the sun is actually made of a giant white gemstone, while the red sun is made of a red gemstone, a diamond and a ruby, symbolizing the two suns in the sky. You approach, a member of the Magor approaches you, and you notice that there is a mage wearing white robes with gold trim. And they're wearing these spectacles that kind of have this faint light about them. Hold. 2 cards coming into the city. From where do you come from?
Very soon. I'll gesture with my thumb back to the road.
And in the cards?
Spice. Goods.
Do you mind if we take a look?
Can? I'll hop down and I will stand by them watching them do it.
Okay.
So there's also a dwarf back there.
They'll kind of take a walk around these wagons, lift up the tarp. It's a covered wagon. There's a difference between a cart and a wagon. It has like the cover. I kind of like look in the back, just see Nazmir sitting back there. The mage is kind of like gonna lean forward and like whisper something in his ear. They come back over to Zolkifli. Some of
Did he
you
whisper something
have
to my ear?
no whispering to the mage was whispering to the mage.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, what?
He's gonna look. Some of you have magic items on you. While they are not illegal, their use within the city is, unless you're with the guild. Welcome to Ferestyl. And the gates will, or like they're not completely closed. They're just like partially open where they can shut them fully, where only like one card can get through at a time, and they'll allow you through.
Okay.
And soon, the sound of hooves on a dirt road becomes the sound of hooves on a stone pathway. And you know, from outside the city, the towers look huge, but nothing else is quite as large looking. But when you get to see these buildings are towering above you, multiple stories, as people are going about their days in a very crowded space, it is rather difficult to navigate your way through this, actually, as it is very busy.
We link arms.
Yes.
We're like that tour group that's like we're just holding hands the whole way. But actually, we're going towards well, we're hoping to sell off our goods. That's one of the first things we do. But also we want to drop off our elven friends too. Where are they going?
Yeah. So at this point, they'll look at you and they're like, "Thank you so much for your assistance.
Safe.
If you ever need a place to stay for a night or two, or just need of a good meal, go find us in the northern part of the city, and they'll describe the building that where their family is and that sort of thing. We ask that you give us some privacy for the next week or so for the situation. But if you ever find your way back in Ferestyl, you're more than welcome to come by and visit. This is where we'll be staying permanently.
I'm glad we can help you see your mother.
Thank you. I'll take one of the pathways and head off towards the northern part of the Eastern District. While you're kind of like going towards the market, you're hearing a number of people shouting out their goods. There's a lot of smiths around. All the elves are wearing, finer looking clothes, very elegant, very graceful is how the city is. It's a lot less in tune with nature that you would have found at Velri Ysun, as this is mostly a river city. There are less trees to be sung and molded into the architecture and the buildings. But overall, it is a city that is advanced, but in a way that is very different from Mysteria. While Mysteria depends on science and Noxiarium, it seems like Ferestyl is using a lot of magical aspects to what they're manufacturing, what they're making, that sort of thing. A lot of precious metals and gemstones are used in the smith's work and to the jewelers. You will manage to sell your goods to a number of people who would like to be the face of the transaction.
We need a charismatic trader of some kind, someone.
Okay, I will do.
That's a terrible idea.
I mean, who's got a background in trading? I mean, I'm in a soldier. It's okay, please. I don't know.
Huh?
do.
Oh,
A background in taking things, so it's like
The opposite of what we need.
if I convince them to take my item for currency, I could make it work.
I mean-
if I may, gentlemen, I was in the Merchants Guild.
That's what I was.
Oh, as much as I want to hate that logic, I can't, because it actually makes sense.
So,
okay. Asmir.
you are directed to a elven merchant named Elishor.
Okay. And I also gonna say before we talk to the guy, though I wouldn't mind a bit of guidance.
Maybe some support from Cormac. They might.
Aspen puts his hand on your shoulder
Literal guidance.
and casts guidance. So I believe
Thank you.
you'll be very helpful in this interaction.
Indeed.
So you kind of
Thank
approach this, it's less of a shop and more of a general exchange where it seems like this Elishor guy buys a lot of things in mass and then will distribute them to the various shops that he's aware of in the city. And he's wearing this green tunic with a silver belt tied around it. There are rings on every single one of his fingers. There are 2 piercings in both ears. For an elf, he is portly, but in a very healthy way. Very long silver hair that is braided into a braid, and then has silver threads throughout it. And then he has these just bright blue eyes as you approach him. Oh, looks like we have some traders coming my way. Let's see. Well, is everything in this wagon here what you're offering?
Double check with everyone. And nobody left any personal items in the wagon, correct?
We'll do one last check, one last sweep.
Do you have this? Do you have the trade ledger? What was purchased?
Yes, let's see. I just pull it out of my pocket whether I had it or not.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I mean, there would be one here. So he's like, okay, so some gold bars, that's good. Some
Oh, it's,
saffron.
I was
You know
keeping
what
a
I'm
copy of
thinking?
ginger.
We have some spices. Oh, rice, that's good. We're low on rice here in the city. That's gonna be okay. Okay, let's see here. I'd give you 575 for the lot.
Can I roll insight to determine, or is there something else I could roll to determine if that is a good offer?
You can do a wisdom check.
Okay.
If you're trying to see if he himself is trying to lowball you, insight. If you want to see if your goods are worth more than that, wisdom. If you want to haggle, persuasion.
I would like to haggle in a moment, but let me insight first if he's offering us a good deal. I got a 20 plus. Yeah, 20.
20.
On
He's
insight.
definitely lowballing you, but he's a trader.
Okay.
He is going to start out like that.
Okay. I'm like, this will be fun. All right. Well, and then I would like to start to haggle and say, now, these were some of the best crops. I checked them myself and I am aware of their quality. And I'll throw in some flattery and things. You said
Just
persuasion?
role play it out. Just say what you're doing and then roll for persuasion.
Okay. Right. You clearly have a fine establishment here, and I appreciate your eye for business. I would suggest, what did he say?
575 was his base offer.
Me and my sister do have a good eye for crops, so we know that these are of fine quality.
I'm going to say, and I would suggest that because of the danger currently of traveling, that their value is further increased. As such, I would counter offer. We're looking more for 1,000 gold pieces.
Roll for persuasion.
I'm going to add that
With
guidance.
advantage because has been chipped in.
Okay.
And you did make
Okay.
some good points with the danger of the roads.
Oh
Okay,
no!
That's 12 with advantage. I am going to add the guidance
Yeah.
for another 3.
15,
So
okay.
15.
Well, I can tell you that the goods are surely not worth 1,000 gold. You do offer some very valid points with the roads being dangerous, so I would say that I would settle for 750 gold pieces for the lot.
Man's gotta eat.
Yeah.
I do have to make a profit myself. You must understand.
Of course. Of course.
Right.
I believe I find these terms acceptable. What do you all think?
You're the expert.
I believe my partners and I are in agreement.
Very well. I will get you a little receipt here of our transaction. Then I'll have you sign it saying that it was all fair and square, and that will be it. Thank you for your business. So he'll bring up that a writ of sale, 750 gold for everything that was on your manifest, and there you go. You guys profited 250 gold. Will further future trips be as easy? Probably not, but
Who knows? Can
say
we,
we
in platinum, you have platinum pieces.
yeah. So he'll make
Okay.
change.
Cool.
So you profit. You spend 500 gold. You earn back 750. So 75 platinum.
Yep.
So make sure that you consider that. So yep.
Must feel good to do something other than fighting, Nazmira.
I miss it, I must say. There's something to be said for the struggle between two opposing forces in a battle of wits.
You know, if you called your other self, you could have had two versions of yourself haggling at the same time.
You would think, although with many people, they start to feel, in that case, literally double-teamed. And you don't want them to be too much on the defensive. There's a subtlety to it, and I just love it.
I mean, I would just use it to stab somebody twice, so it's fair. I mean, I don't understand the complexity of trading.
You said we weren't talking about combat.
No, I know. I mean, you have your expertise, I have mine. It's fine. I
Right.
appreciate that you get to do what you're good at.
You know, Nazmir, you know what I think you'd really enjoy?
What's that?
You know, considering you enjoy Battle of Wits. Do you perhaps enjoy a good game of Dragon Chess? I'm a fan myself.
You know, my daughter was teaching me. I'm still figuring it out, but I do enjoy the concept.
Yeah. My mother taught me how to play Dragon Chess when I was much younger, but I still remember the rules and I play sometimes, but I don't actually own my own set. I should get one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
That'd be
could
good.
find one here. I'd be happy to play against you sometime.
I'm gonna look for a Dragon Chess set now. Looking around, do I see anything like that?
In this, not necessarily, but you can look for a shop that has it.
Okay. Then I'm gonna do that.
Okay, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Well, this is
Alright.
Aspen looks up the two towers. Which one were we supposed to go to again? The
Moon Tower?
that sounds correct. Which one's the moon tower?
I would guess the white one.
I mean, we could just ask. That would be the simplest thing instead of guessing, because it's a large city.
Is there anybody, like any guard or anything standing around?
Make a perception check.
Alright.
What'd you roll, Kydro, for your investigation?
So, Kydro, who very, very well wants to see, you know, where this Dragon Chess set is, he's gonna infuse himself with guidance, and it's a 12 total.
Yeah, so
the
you find
investigation.
a shop that does offer different types of gaming sets. However, this Dragon Chess set is carved from marble with very nice silver embossing. This is going to cost you 25 gold for this Dragon Chess set. You know that you could get one that's made of wood at a different store for maybe 1 gold, but this is a very expensive artisanal
Seems worth it.
for 25 gold.
It's
Who
fancy,
knows?
and I
It
do
might
like
be
the
go
game.
for a higher
edition.
price elsewhere.
I mean, you could get them to like paint some of them with like, electric blue for you.
Oh, yes. So that way it's black. It's not black and white. It's blue and yellow. Yes. And if
Aspen, and what'd you roll for perception?
22.
22. Okay, and are you gonna buy a Kydro?
yeah.
Okay, so 25 gold. All right, so 22. There are several guards around. There is also a woman in a very nice dress that is like just royal purple color, feather in her hair, with a silver tiara. Very extravagant, flamboyant dressed woman. And she's kind of like talking to another guard.
Aspen will walk up to that guard, and he will spud in like, "Excuse me."
I'm sorry, we do not have any change. As I was saying,
I'm looking for the moon tower. Which one might that be?
the guard is going to answer. She's just going to be like, "You're looking for the moon tower."
Absolutely.
He must not know where he is. Tell me. This tower right here, she's going to point to the golden tower. She goes, "That one is gold. Surely you came in through the gates to the east, correct?
Yes, I did.
And what were on those gates?"
I was looking down at the ground, and I do not remember.
the suns. Now, tell me, which one makes more sense to be the moon tower? The one that's gold, the gates of the suns, or the one that is silver with the blue light above it?
I have no idea about your culture's depictions of the sun or the moon. I can't assume immediately.
Perhaps you'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Well, that went about as well as I would have expected. Aspen, it's not worth the condescension, huh?
Aspen turns around and walks back to the group.
Ah, hi. Making friends?
Not really.
Hmm. Okay, to the moon tower, yes?
Chloe's ready to
Yes.
punch someone.
Yeah.
All I could think about is that audio. Airstrike. That's all I want to do right now. How good thing I wasn't there. I didn't hear
Just
it.
more thunder later.
I didn't hear it.
Yeah, so you guys are going to head towards the moon tower. So you make your
The
way
obvious
through around the sun tower that is kind of centered in this district, and you make your way across the bridge. And it takes you some time to walk through the market, through some residential districts. You guys are still on your horses. You still have your cart. You continue to move through these areas, and eventually you make it to the bridge. This bridge also has a gate about it. It is a very steep arch to allow the passage of not necessarily ships, but trading boats passage under and back and through. There are on both the left and right hand side a number of establishments. You notice that none of these buildings on this bridge are residential, but they are all places of trade, places of governance, places of just overall functionality that's outside of residential. You are allowed to pass freely. The gate is there for like times of defense, that sort of thing. And it takes you a couple hours to navigate from this large portion of the city to the other. You learn on your way that the eastern section is called Hriv, H-R-I-V, Hriv, while the western section is called Lair, L-A-E-R, Lair. But sure enough, you make your way with your cart and on your horses. You make your way across the bridge and at the base of the Silver Tower. Now, around these towers, there is a inner wall that separates them and allows room for courtyards and finery around the outside. There are guards that you notice to be a mixture of both Magon and mages that match the ones that practice at those towers. And this one are mages wearing white robes with silver trim. As you kind of approach with your horses in your wagon, they're like, this very skinny, scrawny looking male elf is like, no, hold on, where do you think you're going?
Aspen pulls out the letter of recommendation.
He'll take it. He's gonna be like, what is it? Says it. What? Well, needless to say, despite this being from the Archmage, you cannot take those animals into the courtyards.
Good. Then you will have them settled for us while we go about our business.
Make an intimidation check with advantage.
Okay. See how this goes. Okay, it's a 15.
Well, they do know Amelia, Archmage Faithful. I'll be happy to take those horses for you and take them to a local stable. Welcome to the Moon Tower.
Thank you.
He'll roll up your letter of recommendation and hand it back to you. He'll kind of like snap his fingers, and about a 12-year-old elven girl, well, 12 in human years, walks over to you, and he says, this is Manuve, Mnuvae, and I'll put that in chat. She will be your guide while you are in the tower. Any questions that you have, anything like that, you're more than welcome to ask her. I will take these horses for you. And you're let through the gates. And you're now walking towards the Moon Tower, which, as you get closer to it, it is a very large structure. It was definitely built by people, unlike the Tower of Velri that looks a lot more ancient, a lot bigger than these towers, because it goes up into the sky. But the Moon Tower itself is beautiful. It has these long these like buttresses and these archways. It is just this tower of beauty, and its architecture is awe-inspiring. And as you kind of brought into this like entryway into it, inside there is this tree that has white bark and silver leaves, and it kind of like, you watch as these water droplets come down from it, and it's just this silver like ichor in a way, and it's growing out of a fountain that collects this water, and kind of like, it looks almost like mercury in a way.
Does it look a little bit, kind of reminds all of the blood from the monster, the girl who was turning into that monster? Even kept a little sample of it.
A bit, but this is more well, actually, yeah, it is. They're both, it's part of the moon goddess, so yeah, good job.
The crown.
He takes notes. There are a number of stairways. There's lifts that are propelled by some sort of magic mechanism. Manuva's going, so where is it that you're looking to go?
We need to meet Islando Lastina.
Oh, I don't know if the Archmage is available right now. I can try to get you a meeting in a couple weeks.
We must find this Archmage. We have very important question. Very important. And we have a letter to show that we are for real.
Is there anything that we can do to expedite?
You said you had the letter. One moment. Can I see the letter?
Here you go.
She'll take it. She'll wait here. Don't touch anything.
He looks at Kydro.
I was gonna say the same thing.
And she's going to go onto one of the lifts that's going to take her up to a staircase, and she'll disappear into a hallway of some kind on a different level, out of your sight.
Okay. Looking up and down these polished hallways, feeling out of place.
Yeah, it is quite quiet in this area. There are, instead of lanterns or flames, there are these globules of light floating about, very similar to the what's the word I'm looking for? What's the cantrip that wizards use?
Dancing lights.
Dancing lights, but some of them are larger, and it's a variety of colors, kind of casting this blue white light throughout the entire tower.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys can't help, but this is nothing that any of you ever seen before. It is
Opulent.
beautiful.
Does it feel at all familiar for Casimir?
Not necessarily. You've never set foot in any of the arcane towers.
Any more bubbling fountains in this area?
The only fountain in this lobby is the tree.
Okay.
So Kifli, do you have another vial?
I was just thinking. I already am unscrewing just a little glass jar. Mm-hmm.
I think we should grab some of that.
Okay. I sneak over and I grab some of that.
Make a stealth check.
Okay. 13.
It's a good thing that I patted you on the back before you went.
Oh, that's good.
And it gave you some guidance for that.
Oh, thank you. Oh, I messed up.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay, it's an extra 1 to make it a 14.
As you go over, and just as you're about to dip your hand into this fountain, you hear a
Hi. Oh, you must. You have cough. Okay, I have ginger.
it was before you see a very old elven woman wearing these gray robes away from the fountain.
Okay.
You are not authorized to use its waters.
Sorry.
He said no touching.
At some point, Manuve will return. You can follow me.
Thank you. Aspen will lead, following her.
Okay, follow.
Yeah, I guess Astra's right behind me.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just all of us. We're just thinking of the road. We're all just.
Yeah, so you're taken to this lift, and the way that the lift is that it's a stone platform that is at each corner has a pillar. And as this dial is turned between each of the pillar, a blue barrier, almost like a shield, comes up to stop you from falling out, and immediately gets propelled up. And you guys feel like this force in your knees and your stomach kind of sinks a little bit as you kind of go up, and the normal force of the elevator pushes on you with the acceleration, and then you slowly come to a stop, and there is a hallway before you.
Feel a little queasy now.
That was interesting. It was similar to being on an airship.
A little different. Feels strange that my wings, I feel like I could fall.
So, you are brought down this corridor, and it opens up to a larger octagonal chamber. There are now, rather than this white polished stone of the interior, you see that there is a brazier in the middle of this room. It has a darker stone look to it, elements of obsidian, a lot more ominous and eerie than the remainder of the house. This is where the members of the Black Order practice their magic and study.
Like order.
The smell of like rotten eggs kind of not blatantly fills your senses, but like every now and then you just catch a hint of it, like just randomly, with this like sulfur brimstone burning smell. You're brought up another staircase to this heavy door that has a number of runes carved into it. The door seems to be made of iron. She knocks and you hear, "Yes? Who is it?" Anuvia speaks. "It's the ones that came with the letter from The Archmage of the Golden Order. The door swings open. Before you is a room that is very large. It has this black marble tile floor, and it's like the chamber that you initially entered into. It is octagonal but very large with pillars in different spots. There are bookshelves along the entry half of the wall. In the center is a massive summoning circle of some sort, and currently standing within it is a creature with these black leathery wings, this red skin that has a number of fissures within it that seems to be glowing from within. It has bloodshot eyes, and as you guys enter the room, it summons a whip made of fire and comes lurching towards you, just to be repelled by some sort of barrier that is there.
Drawing my Chris. Then I noticed that it's out there.
No, hold on. There's nothing to be worried about. It is well within my barrier. Kind of like, not necessarily walking, but kind of like lurching from behind one of the pillars is an elf, you could say. Except this elf is wearing robes that are completely black. One of the sleeves of the robes is completely torn off, showing this kind of grotesque black scaled looking arm. Her eye is almost on the side of her face, has this tumor, but it's like enlarged, showing this like cat eye, and her hair is long and stringy. She's kind of like hunchback coming towards you. Along her belt is a wand made of brimstone that has like these glowing red runes carved into it. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Archmage Athlander Lustina, and it is a pleasure to meet an acquaintance of a fellow Archmage. And what happens next is a story for another time. Well, everyone, that will conclude session 26 of Prestige Encounters. Amazing. We finally got to Athlander Lustina. That was revealed in what, session 1? So fantastic.
We finally did it.
I would like to thank all of our role players for being part of this session. It's great to have everybody here every single day. Every single session rather. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass that on over to Astra, who is our Firbolg Druid.
We already been new. Super fun today. Got super worried when we started getting nuked by the shape-shifting old woman. But we powered through. Super epic. Only other really thing I wanted to make note of is that when they were talking about, yeah, we'll take your horses to a stable. We'll take care of them for you.
Oh yeah.
No, they're sending them straight to like.
They're eating them right now.
Straight to the glue factory.
Yeah, that's in the state
they made it glue
being
now.
served to the crew. Like it's over for our horses. But
All of our
you
horses'
know,
names are Elmer now.
we will upgrades. People.
We lost more horses.
Right. We'll keep a tally. Anyways, I'll pass it over to Jeremiah, who plays Aspen, the other Firbolg Druid.
All right, yeah, it was a great session. I really enjoyed the combat. You know, I had a feeling, as I'm sure a lot of people did, that there was something up with that old lady. And I'm really glad we're finally face to face with Athlander Lustina. And I can't wait for next session, because we'll be met with, you know, answers to questions that we've had for the longest time, or more questions, which is probably gonna happen. A lot more questions. But I'm excited, very excited to learn more about this fungal disease that's been plaguing our family. And with that, I'll pass it over to Noah, aka Zulkifli, who
Well-
is our human blood hunter.
Human, mostly, sometimes. Well done, everyone. Very entertaining evening. Thank you very much for coming along with that one. That was great. I had fun. I had a feeling right away there was something fucked up about the old lady, and I was kind of here for it. I just wanted it to just happen. And I thought, well, you know
Oh,
what?
thanks.
If my inset check doesn't reveal much in the way of Brett, I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna go for it. I'm sorry. But I'm also not sorry
And
because
that's such a wonderful representation of player versus character knowledge execution right there. Wonderful.
We look, listen, like we got plenty out of that. We got experience. We're probably at least another 0.01% towards our next level. Who knows? We got a point of exhaustion, right? Like, I mean, how many people can claim that at the end of their D&D session? Anyway, so all in all, I think it was a net positive, and Zulkifli says you're welcome. And with that, I'll pass it over to the guy that got hurt the most from a hug, Cormac McTwire.
Yes, because you can't be a rogue without, getting emotional damage. Anyway,
It's true.
thank you so much, Noah. Fantastic session as always. So thank you kindly to our wonderful DM Salkos. Thank you to all of our players and especially everybody who was in chat chatting it up. And I'm going to have to wish all of these guys luck next week because unfortunately I will not be able to be here. But with that, I will pass it off to Nate, who's playing Nazmir, our Dwarven Sorcerer Fighter.
Thanks. We'll miss you next week. That was a lot of fun. I don't think I have much to say tonight other than that. It's always fun to see these little changes that Michael's got for us. And I'm really interested to see how this next session goes with the tower and finding answers. So I'm gonna be sitting here on the edge of my seat for a whole week. Okay. And I'll go ahead and pass it off to Kaidru.
Yeah, today we saw something very nice premiering today. We saw the premiere of the Kydro old woman beating combo.
Oh.
It goes 1, 2, 3, boom, frog explosion.
We're so canceled. We're so fucking canceled.
When you level up, you'll be able to steal her
There's no
knitting needle.
such thing as bad
have her with
press at
them.
this exposure.
Hydra will also be missing from
All
next session.
exposure is great exposure.
Just, push her from the top of a stairwell at the end. That's their stunning strike.
Turns out this was our last
that cane
session.
from
Good night,
under her.
folks.
So yeah, old woman combo does plus 25% additional damage to old woman specifically.
What's your
That means
elder abuser subclass?
Yes.
Oh my god.
That's not the kind of homebrew we need.
Nope. God.
Ow.
Good thing the
I think it's a feat now, elder abuse.
I don't think
yeah,
it's
Other
good
reviews
thing the
are
OGL stayed the same because
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Step one,
How
get
many
in their
times
well.
do we have
Step
to
two,
teach you this
execute murder.
lesson, old man?
I sure do love the young people.
Oh my god.
Prestige does not endorse elder abuse. Please don't do that. Please treat your elders with respect.
for legal
Also don't endorse.
Unless they don't
I don't
understand how
endorse.
like economics and nowadays work, like the value of $1 at this point.
But yes, it was a good session. We established, a lot of good stuff. We went to a brand new location. All of our horses have been glued by now. So, we're gonna be having some great on-foot adventures in the next coming session. So I can't wait for that. It's gonna be a great one. Hydropods in chat. And I can't wait. I'm gonna pass it over to Casimir because, he knows.
Yeah, good session tonight. Casimir's takeaway from this is that you cannot trust this particular party when it comes to threats during a long rest.
Oh.
But it certainly made it for fun, and Cormac got some love, which is very good. And unfortunately, she just hugs too tight. And sometimes you just gotta go limp, Cormac, and let it happen. You just fought too much. That's why it hurt.
That's why you're exhausted.
If she was from Montreal, she'd be kissing you, man.
Yeah.
There are so many problems with that statement.
I'm not even joking.
And I did not mean it that way.
Be the next life therapy.
Yeah.
Those
And you
ones
just have to
kisses.
hug her back, you know, and just squeeze too, and it's fine. You know, it's just it's good classic, you know,
Yeah, I could
strong
have just
hug.
squeezed back and broke her in half. It's fun. Damn it.
And back to elder abuse. Okay. Okay, hags are not elders. They are horrible entities, monsters. It's okay. You're fine. We're all fine. Everyone's
she's probably
okay.
like 8 years old.
But yeah, it was great. Lots of good character moments. We hopefully will get to see, you know, the next step of Aspen and Astra's big story. And maybe we'll get to see one of our party get eaten by an eldritch horror of some kind. That's fine. I'm gonna pass it on to Salkos.
Thank you so much, Casimir. I'm sorry again off the side that you want to be part of the stream today. Yeah, so Dalkim, thank you so much everyone for tuning into the session. Don't forget to join our Discord if you have not already, as we will be announcing our next giveaway this Monday. And also just, you know, come play games with us, take part in events, all that sort of stuff. It's a lot of fun. We love having you here.
Recap.
War Thunder.
Yes, absolutely. Well, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. I have nothing else other than to say bye.
Bye.
Bye. Come play War Thunder.